You're listening to the Pine Room Podcast, the home of sports, gambling, entertainment, and whatever the hell else has gone on this week. So pull up a seat by the fire, crack open a cold one, and make sure to get your bets in. Welcome to the Pine Room.
All right, everybody, hello and welcome back to the Pine Room, episode 16.
17.
Redo.
Okay.
Get that.
No,
Champ, we need those blocks. Get up here.
Right.
hello, everybody, and welcome back to the PRP. That's right, I've used the initial now. Episode 17. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right,
PRP.
welcome back, everybody. We got loaded desk today. We actually have crew off camera right now. Well, technically on camera, but not at the desk. And they will be introduced. At least one famous man will be introduced here in a bit. But before we get into anything, got some big announcements. So when you see this or hear this podcast, you can go to Generations Restaurant and Pub and get your very own Pine Room Burger. That comes out Thursday this week, which is 2 days from when this is recorded.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jens. This is
Thanks to
gonna
Luke.
be awesome.
Yes.
Which leads me into saying that this episode is sponsored by Generations. So thank you very much, Generations, for everything you do. You can get that burger. It's on their menu now. Well, when you see this, it'll be on their menu. So go down and get your burger. It's got queso on it. It's got tater tots on it. It's got boom boom sauce on it. It's got pepper jack cheese. And it's all on a Pine Room favorite, Texas toast. So go down and get that at Generations. We're excited. We're all going to go down on the day that you hear this. On the day you hear this, which is Thursday, we're all going to go down and have a big eating party, I guess it'd be called. So if you hear this before that evening, come down to Generations and have the burger with us, and we'll throw a little celebration thing. We'll all cheer and
Get some autographs.
Yeah. But
Pictures, autographs, everything.
it's going to be unbelievable, and we got to go down and test some burgers. It was so fun. Thank you to Luke DePlaga for doing that for us, and thank you for all the DePlagas for what you guys have done. But to Generations, thank you. This episode is sponsored by Generations, so go down to Generations. Even if you don't want the Pine Room Burger,
Just go get
down,
drunk.
go get a drink, go get some food, go get some pierogies, wings, get everything. But we want to thank you guys, and it means the world and helps us be able to do this as good as we can. But enough about that. Next week on Monday, which it might not come out Monday, but on Monday we are going to be having Coach Crutchfield on as our fourth guest, our second guest on the actual desk. So we get to have him on, which is going to be a blast. Can't wait to see him. I haven't probably seen him since in person.
You were a little guy the last time. Jarrett was asking if you guys had met him, and I said, you guys have met him many times, but you probably don't remember when he used to go in the locker rooms before and after games. So, yes, for those of you who don't know, Coach Crutchfield used to be the coach at West Liberty. Now he's at Nova Southeastern, and he comes up for the summer, and we're excited to have him back and talk about some old fun times and then hear about his team this year.
Yeah, we're gonna have a blast, and he'll be our second guest actually at the table. So if you got anybody that you think might want to come on the show that's I don't know, important, send them our way. But one more thing, just a little thing on the desk here. You can see we added a new little addition along as well as our guys from last week, which are some new ones up here. We got our monkeys up here, the desk cigar monkey. We got the keyboard monkey. We got the banana phone monkey. Bunch of monkeys. Who else?
Cigarette smoking monkey over there.
We got Bill Mazeroski.
Mazeroski compliments of Jarrett.
Who's this little guy?
That's Hakeem Ziyech. He's a soccer player for Chelsea.
And then
I think Ric Flair wasn't on the show last week, right here, dead center.
Not, no.
Yeah.
What's this one?
I think he might have a pen or he's doing a PowerPoint presentation. Maybe
He's a professor.
he's pointing at the screen there. And then Champ brought these really nice Navy decorations.
Yeah, we got
submarine and an aircraft carrier over here.
Oh, those are via Champ?
Yeah.
wow.
He's
already adding shit.
Yeah,
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
Look
so
at that.
I mean, if
and
only,
Mario Lemieux, we can't forget him.
Oh,
Best
yeah,
hockey
yeah,
player
yeah.
ever.
Yep.
So
if only that we had those last week for the truth. But anyway, go Navy.
Job. Don't forget the Knoxville and Steve-O.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. So we have on here the Johnny O skateboard signed by Steve-O and Johnny Knoxville, which is going to be fun. A couple of us are going down to actually watch Steve-O at the Capitol Theater. That's on Thursday. So Thursday we got a big day.
Burgers and Steve-O.
Yeah, burgers and
what a
Steve-O.
day.
Delicacy.
What a day. Hey, don't forget about the Pine Room Shop.
Yeah. Go on there.
Yeah.
We've got a bunch of orders.
Orders
so
have
far.
been shipped out today.
Yeah.
I looked before I came
Yeah,
on.
so thank you for if you guys ordered stuff on the shop. Thank you for going and doing that. It means a lot to us, and keep going and getting stuff. We're gonna keep putting some new stuff up. We got a new shirt in the works here, who was actually created technically by our guest that's about to come on, but that's coming out soon. We got some other stuff coming out, so keep updated on the shop. It's the Pine Room, thepineroomshop.com. I've had some questions about that, but it's thepineroomshop.com.
Links in our bio.
Yeah, they're all
links
on
in
your
all the
social.
social media. So at the Pine Room Podcast, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. Go find it all. Go get some cool stuff. Only thing is, bucket hats are sold out.
It's all right.
Yeah,
they were having a supply chain issue. I
Yeah.
saw that company
I don't know,
had some
maybe
issues.
it must-
They were moving factories in Nevada or something. So
Wow.
maybe that
So
had,
we'll be
maybe
back
that
in
was
soon.
part of the reason.
Can you imagine, honestly, I don't know who this gentleman was that just happened to walk down, but can you imagine walking in somebody's backyard and you all of a sudden come across this whole goddamn thing
a
and
show.
didn't, like, what the hell is going on back
Jeff,
there?
once again, the town of Clearview surprises us.
You know what? Legit, man.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Jarrett, I wanted to bring something up to you and Cooley. I can't remember who was arguing this, but I couldn't believe it. I got on a plane last week. First thing I see when I walk on the plane, I've
Not
never
bare
seen,
feet.
No. Haven't seen it my whole life. Neck pillow, wearing it in front of his chin.
He must have listened to the show.
I could not believe it. I walked in there, my jaw dropped. Nobody
right
has
way.
ever done that until I heard
It's
you
the
guys
trend.
say that.
Before we
Everybody
go
will-
any further here, first off, I want to welcome you back to the desk. It's been
Feels
a while.
good to be
Yeah,
back.
but we
Second
got a
off,
lot
we
of
got to give a
congratulations
huge
here.
congratulations to
What comes
Sue.
first? The
Well,
house or the?
Ooh, I don't know. Now we know what's first. We know what's first. First comes the house. Congratulations on signing the house.
Mi casa e tu casa.
Su Casa.
Su casa.
Your
Yeah.
house. Your house is my house.
casa.
Is that what that
See,
means?
yeah. That's
I
a
got
beautiful
it.
thing right there.
I
Good
got
for
it.
you.
All right. So congratulations on the house. But most importantly, this man he's an engaged man.
Hey, and
See,
Coach
senor.
Dell predicted this.
Yeah, he did. Coach, that was incredible, actually, that you were able to predict that.
Yeah, because it was funny. He said soon to be married, and I said I was like they're not engaged yet. And then
And
the
boom.
next day,
Just like that.
boom.
Hey,
How's it feel?
Incredible. Good. She makes the best breakfast I've ever had in my life, so I had to put her
Oh,
in.
she's a
Oh,
keeper
okay.
then. Yeah.
All right.
Hey, so let me ask you this: what was more nerve-wracking, closing on the house or proposing to her?
Proposing easily. I went in the I went in
would
the
expect
bathroom.
that.
It was 10 o'clock in Costa Rica, so it was midnight over here. I went into a Costa Rican bathroom at 10 o'clock and said a prayer because I was so nervous.
Were you sweating? Were you
sweating?
Yeah.
Bullets.
Well, the good thing about that is, though, you guys know have been dating for how long?
8 years.
8 years. So it's not like it's somebody that you haven't known for
Yeah,
that
but
long.
I'm telling you, it was, I blacked out almost. It's nerve wracking.
Soup, was that probably the most nervous you've ever been in your life?
Oh my gosh, dude! I literally couldn't celebrate after I did. I didn't know what was going on.
What was the line on her saying no?
I don't know.
Did you
Probably
do it before or
Plus,
after eating?
I'd say plus.
after we were done eating, in the middle of dessert.
So
Plus-
honestly, what was the nerves for? Was it just because of the whole scenario? Because obviously you know she wasn't going to say no.
No, yeah, I would say the whole scenario and just honestly second guessing stuff. And I'm like, obviously I knew like she's the one and all that stuff, but it was just so nerve wracking.
Soup, was anybody else with you guys, or was it just
No,
you two?
we were in this really nice. We were in a resort, a secret.
There's a
resort.
video of it.
Yeah, there's a video. We were in this beautiful little boxed wine like room, and it was just us two. And I
Okay.
didn't that night. I didn't cry, but actually, when I was with Cooley yesterday playing golf, I was talking about the trip, and it finally kind of hit me.
Choked you up.
Yeah, I started tearing up. So
Well, congrats.
Yeah, thanks.
Our first person of the Pine Room crew that's gotten married since we've been a group,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, get your
Ooh,
guys'
man.
get your guys' livers ready. So
Jeez,
This is
wonder-
huge.
Hey, wonder what the lines
Champ
would be on
wants to
everybody
perform.
else.
Did she know it was
God.
coming though? Just out of curiosity.
I don't know
was
who
that
the
set up?
favorite is
No.
right now.
She's had an idea that because we've looked at rings and stuff, and she had an idea that I was going to do it soon, obviously, but she had no idea. I had her second guessing like what was going on. And
That's
all
cool.
That stuff.
That's it makes it even better.
I've
Yeah,
asked
that was
you.
awesome.
I've probably asked you like 3 or 4 times when's go time.
Yeah.
And you just kept saying soon. Sometimes.
Yeah, Cooley asks that all the time. He says, "When's the wedding?" And we've been dating for like 4 years.
I just can't wait to drink with you guys. It's gonna be awesome.
maybe we can just do. Maybe if it's okay with you guys, we can just do the wedding.
Because we
right
never
here.
do that.
Yeah. What was that?
well, like, I mean, you guys all know weddings. Is
Yeah. Chris is excited. He can't wait to pick out his shirt and tie.
Anyway, one more thing about the plane. Same plane ride. Get on there. He's wearing the neck pillow in front of his chin. Couldn't believe it. Jaw dropped. Turbulence, worst ever. I'm back there in the bathroom trying to pee, and my shoulders are getting smacked off the walls. My head's hitting.
And this
off the
one was
back of
from Costa Rica up to the States?
This one was from Atlanta to Costa Rica.
What airline?
We flew with Delta. They were phenomenal.
Yeah,
Delta's good.
Delta did a great
You
job.
probably came out of the bathroom. You were probably soaked.
Oh,
Ew.
Hey, real quick, I wanted to ask Jeff, who do you think the favorite on getting married next would be?
Oh, you know what? That is a really
I'll make
good...
odds on that.
Can I go Champ at -110?
If he hits a Powerball tonight, he's definitely a front
If he
runner.
goes to Vegas, he'll marry
I'm
somebody.
going Jarrett.
Yeah.
Me?
Yes, I am. I think I'm going
Good
you.
one.
Wow.
My
Can I
money's
give you
on
my
Job.
favorite?
Okay.
My money, because he falls in love so quickly, I'm doing -220 Cooley.
Yeah, I was going to say that, too.
220. Wow.
No.
I've heard,
That's a great question, though, by the way. So, honestly, go around the room real quick. Chris, let me ask you this question. Will you do it again?
I'd say Chris is a favorite, probably.
I'm too old. I'm 58. I'm not going to do that again.
Oh,
I
good.
respect
He's
that.
smarter than all of us.
All right, so, Jarrett, go ahead.
I'm going to go Cools.
Okay.
I'm going Cools.
Matt?
Job.
Ooh.
wow, me?
Dark
All right.
horse.
I'll go.
If it couldn't be
boy.
Chris, it's Job.
I'll go Cools. I don't want to say Cools, but I was
cha-
either between you two. So
I'm changing my answer to Job.
Nick and Say are involved, too. Any of them have a
man.
shot? Any of them in love?
I'll tell you this:
I think Nick will get married real quick. As
Oh,
soon as he
real
falls
quick.
for a chick,
Yeah.
he's
He
in.
can't wait
Hey,
to
that's
get
a-
married.
That's a big if.
That lady out there, she's waiting. It's gonna.
She's
Nick's
gonna
gonna
be
make her
blessed
a
chick.
very, very happy
She's gonna be
woman.
a blessed chick,
Yeah.
100%.
I can't wait till that
I
happens.
think it's Job just because it's going to take someone special for him to finally, give up all,
Well,
his
because Job
free
hates
time.
everybody. So.
Yeah. It's going to take somebody special to win him over, so my money's on Job.
Wait, so that
I
don't-
changed my answer to Job, too.
That's hard criteria though. That's like that.
Some divine
You're
intervention.
telling me that I'm picky. So
Yeah, but I
Well,
just,
that's good though. You don't want to pull the
I
trigger
just think
first.
that the one that you
ends
do
a
find-
divorce
and I'm
really high
not.
rate.
I don't have the right to be picky. I not me.
You're the star of this show, man. Come on.
Hold on. Fuck that. Never settle.
Yeah,
never
never.
fucking settle.
No.
Screw that.
I think
No.
you're going to have a beautiful European wife.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's where we go, Job. Europeans.
All right. Okay.
They appreciate people.
So
more
right
than-
now I'm the favorite.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll switch to
I
you.
think you'd have your wedding.
You're a
in,
lukewarm
Tokyo.
favorite. We're gonna have to do some more data collection on that.
All right.
Hey, Job, real quick. I'm assuming then, because we're talking about this, that the engagement with Jarrett back in June, that's off.
I get. Yeah.
I haven't heard anything.
It
about
fell
but-
off.
Sorry,
He
Jared.
got a John Deere letter from that girl.
Oh, did he?
like,
Okay.
Yeah, I hate to say that. I think about after 4 days, I haven't heard from my fiance at all.
Well, Jared, do you have any engage like you were engaged for a long time then? Do you have any advice for me so I don't
Communication.
yeah, communication and I think
don't meet in secret.
yeah, your engagement might have been a little more beautiful,
little
than
steady.
mine.
and a little more planned
on
out.
solid ground.
But
Well, I would say follow through after 4 days. That's probably really
well,
good.
that's right.
Yeah.
I think you've made it past 4, haven't you? Now it's about a
we're-
week.
Yeah.
But Jarrett, you gave her her own ring.
yeah.
Took it off on one finger and put it on the other.
It
Most
was
guys
her-
wouldn't be prepared for that.
It's actually
I was-
impressive.
It
Quick
is,
thinking.
it is.
Yeah,
Quick
honestly,
thinking.
you just took that shit down there just in case,
A
right?
lot less expensive.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's been a busy week for at least one guy here, and then we got a bunch of stuff coming up. Oh, before we keep going here, another big announcement this week, which I kind of forgot about. We got a new show coming out underneath the Pine Room Umbrella Studios network.
Are we ready to unveil the name yet?
We're not going to unveil the
All right.
name yet,
I'm
but
so excited.
Because I'm on
so
board with you
excited
on the
for
name.
that.
Yeah.
I think it's got to be that now.
we're not going to unveil the name yet. You'll see it when it happens. But that it's tentative schedule right now, but it should release. What do we say? Saturday.
Yeah, we're hoping. Well,
Or a Friday
We're not going to
release.
be. We were originally going to do it Thursday, but then the burger thing came up.
Yes.
And you guys have Steve-O. So
Yes.
we're going to shoot to do it probably early next week. So hopefully middle next week. Probably maybe right before our next
Yeah.
PRP show.
Yeah, so that'll be next week.
Maybe
Look forward to
Wednesday.
that.
Yeah.
And then I haven't really talked about this with anybody else, but we have potentially a third show. I guess I technically have talked about it a little bit. We have potentially a third show. And then a fourth show that we might be working on here in a little bit. So a lot of details there to keep updated on. But
And maybe a fifth and a sixth.
and a
We'll
sixth
see.
and seventh down the line. But
Is one of the shows, do you need long-term care insurance?
That can be our sponsor.
yeah, one of them you might need dental.
Actually,
but-
you know what, Jeff? After being around sports betting long enough, I think that I'll probably take you up on that.
I respect
long-term care.
Yeah.
But this, for anyone listening, this first show, like our first spin-off that's going to be under the Pine Room Studios with these guys, I'm so pumped for that.
we can talk about what it is.
We
yeah.
can talk about. Go ahead.
Yeah, so we talked about it a little bit last week, and basically it's going to be all about sports because I know this show was technically conceived with the notion that sports was what brought it together. We don't really hit a lot on sports except in the middle half. We kind of briefly go over some stuff. So this show, length is kind of to be determined. Maybe an hour, I think we're talking about. So maybe an hour of just sports. So anything
from a betting perspective.
Sports betting.
From a betting perspective, everything. I mean, you'll learn lingo. You're gonna, stuff. Everything basically that is involved in sports betting will be on this show.
It's almost going to be like a class.
Yeah, it's going to be a very comprehensive.
It's a master class.
Yes,
yeah,
very comprehensive breakdown of sports from a sports betting point of view, and not just sports. Even if there's things that aren't sports.
Yeah,
any type of wagering markets.
The weather
that you can think about.
The Oscars,
lottery numbers, whatever.
Yeah. So
hey,
we'll have all kinds of things.
Don't forget too. The 29th, we got a show coming up at River City, our live show.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Geez, this whole half hour is going to be about just talking about plans. But we do have a show, live show, 29th at River City. Some details.
Do we have
about,
a time on that yet?
Do we have a time? We haven't solidified
TBA
time yet,
time.
but that keep updated for sure on that live show, 29th at River City. For any of you that came last time, it was a blast. And it's probably going to be just as good, if not better, this
and
time.
Is that Italian Festival weekend? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Italian
That is,
Festival.
so we're kind of
come on out, see us, and then go down and get wasted at the Italian Festival. Listen to some.
Not eat any good Italian food.
Some Italian.
Wasted.
Oh, man. You can get yourself a Giovanni sandwich out there.
Get yourself a birch
Visit
beer.
the Sons of Italy, Chris's bocce home.
Right. Coach.
Play some bocce.
Wait a second. They have the bocce tournament down there.
Yeah.
Can we put a Pine Room team in?
I think it's
These
a little
guys
too
probably
late,
in,
isn't
aren't
it?
It's too late.
Well, I think he's already in. Yeah, they're already. We have technically this is our first crowd we've ever had.
We're gonna shoot
That's
some.
not true. The Andersons.
But we could. I mean, maybe next year.
We'll
Let's
shoot
think
some
about it.
footage of him in action down there.
Yeah, next year we'll think about getting a team together and do some stuff down there. But 29th, go down to get yourself a sausage and come over and see us at River City. So it'll be
just a
fun.
sausage?
Just one sausage.
Just
yeah,
one
sausage and a birch beer. Yeah, but
Or you can drink birch beer down there.
Man,
Yeah,
I still have my mug.
Yeah,
What the fuck is a birch beer?
It's
like
birch
a-
beer.
it's like
It's
similar to a root beer.
it's like a lighter.
It made me
Root
think
beer.
of Modelo. I don't know why.
It's not
birch
alcoholic,
beer,
right?
No, it's not. No, it's like root beer. It's like
Oh,
it's like a I don't know. It's like a lighter root beer.
Jay Roberts thought he struck gold when he found that, or you can drink birch beer. He
I
told
still got
Jub
my
about
mug.
it. Yeah, it's like a silver.
I don't know what
mug.
made me
Yeah.
think. I saw an unbelievable video last night of how they made ice cream in 1895. It was incredible how they would get the ice, put it away. Sorry.
Did that have something to do with the Italian festival?
I don't know why. I just
Wow.
it just popped up in my head.
Squirrel.
The way you described it was like it was the best thing you've ever
Yeah.
seen.
Okay. So go ahead. Tell us about it.
Just listen. One, I wanted to apologize. That won't happen again. I won't go that far off
Oh,
track.
because nobody ever jumps tracks on this show.
Number two, I'll find the video, and they got the ice, stored it away. When it was packed in tight, they would melt it down, do all this churning, add the ingredients. Like it was like a 4 or 5 day process to make ice cream, and then they would serve it out of these real little Dixie cups. It looked incredible.
They were that small?
Yeah, I mean they were that real little shot glass.
My dad used to make homemade ice cream back in the day. One
Yeah,
of those
it looked
old school ice cream
incredible.
makers. It was
Yeah.
totally awesome.
All right.
Yeah,
There.
totally awesome.
Hey,
Delicious
see, that led down a good path.
Yeah.
Good job,
Hey, the
Susan.
next thing you know, we're gonna have our own Pine Room
Ice cream
Yeah,
flavor.
soft serve.
Oh.
Maybe
Yeah.
our own Blizzard at Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So,
Yeah,
With
man,
pine needles in it. Yum.
yeah.
Man, I might make a call.
Stuck
That
in
sounds
your
like a
teeth.
good idea, actually.
Is there a flavor that you can get from a pine tree? Is that a thing?
Gin.
I feel like mint.
What,
Yeah,
what about
get-
like the thin mint? Yeah, like
Well,
a
like-
mint. Yeah,
that's
like
like
on
a-
the
Well,
vine.
mint's its own bush.
herbal.
Like a. I was gonna say maple, but that's totally
That's
different.
maple
I don't know.
tree.
Maybe we'll get Champ to try a pine cone and see.
Sap.
I wonder if somebody can out there make a pine flavor, if that's a thing.
Yeah.
I like pine.
Whatever
scent.
they do to get the gin to taste like pine, everybody
True.
says.
True.
Gin flavored ice cream. There we go.
Yum.
All right. Yeah, but other than that, I don't think there's a whole lot.
No, we don't have anything else going on.
No.
Jeez. Did you hit everything?
Yeah, I think we hit about 9,000 things. So other than that, we don't really have. Wow.
Oh, the hurricane's coming.
I wish I had an announcement to make right now. But the planes are flying overhead.
Yeah, we got missing dogs. We got Unabombers coming
Yeah, we
overhead.
Clearview's falling
B-1
apart.
bombers, not Unibombers.
Yeah.
I don't think we have any of those up here.
I drove my Wheeling Park yesterday. It's still
a mess.
Destroyed from
Matt,
the bombers.
I got something about that. One of my old teammates' family members lives right out on the road where it happened. Said she was awake in the middle of the night. She said it's one of the craziest things she saw, that storm.
She thought it wasn't of this world, probably.
2 pillanders, pillars, shape of a pillander of air.
Oh, wait.
What the hell is a
A
pillander?
pillander.
What the fuck?
You
mean a cylinder?
Oh my God!
But I think you crossed up pillar and cylinder, so I get where you're. I understood what you meant. I just didn't. I didn't know the word.
It was a pillar.
Okay.
The shape of
a cylinder. There you go.
Listen, of air.
Isn't that the same thing?
It's the same thing.
A pillar and a cylinder.
A pillar is like a tall rod, isn't it?
Yeah.
No,
and then a
pillar.
cylinder is like a.
No.
Well, a cylinder shape usually is like a pillar, but pillars can be square too.
Yeah. Right. That's a column.
Okay. Anyway,
architecture.
I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I need to read a book. Anyway,
okay,
she said
Job's right.
It was just air. It was just two forms of air going down the street, just like ripping through stuff.
People said I talked to somebody I know that lives out there, and they said it sounded like a train was going by out there. That's how loud it was.
Crazy.
But
crazy. Scary is what it is.
Trains are fucking
extraterrestrial.
Yeah, trains are cool.
How cool are fucking trains?
Hey,
are you kidding? Like, trains are the coolest thing.
I think. Can you imagine traveling by train? First and foremost,
my God.
actually, I think that's going to be our next trip because you can catch a train in Pittsburgh and it goes directly into South Bend, and then you can catch an Uber. I think that's one thing you want to try one time.
I'm a little biased because when I was younger,
trip.
Thomas the Tank Engine was my favorite show, but I think trains are the coolest
Job like
thing ever.
Gordon, wasn't he in there?
And actually, something we can do for a road trip is there's some place up towards Akron that they do during Christmas time, and you can bring groups of people, and if you bring enough people, you can rent the whole car, and they feed you, they drink you,
like the Polar Express.
Well, it's something on those lines, but it's not the Polar Express. That would be badass. Take the whole pine room up there, drink, get shitty. That'd be great.
You know, convince me to do that.
Right? We don't have to wait for the wedding.
Now the trail in Warwood that is covered up. That train track is underneath that, right?
Right.
Snowpiercer train line.
Oh, that's what that was.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
Was it? It might have been him that would go down and get coach. You go down and put pennies on the train track.
We did that too.
Champ
Wouldn't you always get
on those
afraid that
tracks.
you derail it?
No. I just one time I came. It was up by Grandma's house or Mark's old house, and we went down and I didn't even hear it. And I looked up. I'm like, shit, I'm a little bit too close to this thing, but it wasn't going fast. But no, we would just quarters, pennies, and it was.
I do remember that.
Hell.
Flatten them.
You used to be able to put your couldn't you put your ear like on the track and you could feel if it was coming?
That's like Stand By Me.
I was going to say that. I thought there was something
Train.
on that. That's a great flick.
But then
Absolutely great flick.
But then we got older and thought, I'd be cool. Let's put a big branch out there, see what happens, or a big log.
And so it just kept going out, went from penny to rock to log.
Right.
Well, what would you have done if you just blew up the train?
What were those trains carrying, Chris?
Just run.
Chris, were they usually carrying coal?
I don't know.
Nitroglycerin?
They had to have been
What?
carrying coal.
I don't know.
They had to
I
have
would
been.
think,
That's
right?
the only
I never rode in
Farm
one.
animals?
I don't think there were
zoo
any
animals. Monkeys.
I was going to say, here comes the monkey.
Yeah.
Man,
Oh,
that was
boy.
a great segue right there.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No.
Trains are just awesome.
Well, I don't know where that came from.
Planes,
That's
trains,
like
and
but
automobiles.
trains carrying ice cream.
Yes.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. Let's. This is kind of an early stoppage here, but why don't we take a little
Big
break
guest
here
coming up.
and introduce our celebrity guest for the evening? Actually, I take back what I said about Coach Crutchfield. This is our second guest at the desk.
True.
Coach Crutchfield will be our lucky third. So this.
Not true. Not true.
He just said Coach Crutchfield is more important, but that is false. But we let's reset and bring our guest on.
Yes.
Let's go.
Can't wait.
All right, welcome back. And we have with us our guest that has been long awaited and has been talked about several times, who has been in the shadows waiting to be revealed. And we've waited till the 17th episode for whatever reason to unveil him now. So sitting right next to me, for those of you that do not know, and he's been on a shirt, on a Pine Room shirt, which is at the end of the desk and behind me. Ladies and gentlemen, the 17-time champ.
Show 17. That's why we kept him.
That's exactly right.
Oh,
Wow.
you know what? Good call. There it is.
Wow. Okay.
Hey, you know what? There's so many people that like to have my shirt is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
At least 50 people want that.
More than that, Champ.
So,
are you going to get a cut of any of that?
ladies and gentlemen, joining us from parts unknown, the 17-time champ, George Cuckoo the Champ Kettlewell.
Yeah. Whoa.
Thank you very much.
And the crowd goes wild.
Wow.
Welcome, George.
Thank you.
50 shirts.
You've been around, so
shirts.
before we actually did this thing, we had a bunch of meetings, and we would meet and just discuss stuff, talk about stuff, plan for this thing, and thankfully it worked out to what it is now. But somebody that was instrumental in those meetings is sitting right next to me. Do you remember those meetings back in the day?
And the vets in the poker room?
In the poker room, I can't remember.
You used to come in and bring us drinks. Yes. Then you used to lighten the mood a little bit because we were all business.
Yeah.
Champ, and Matt said you used to cut up hot dogs in there, and you would have
onions.
Oh, onions! You'd have onions down in little poker slips, and people would say, "Hey, I raise you 5," and there'd be 5 onions.
Yeah,
that come
red
out.
onions.
I bet I probably did.
Now tell people a little bit about your background. Remember, you worked at where at for 8 years? You were down where? Bridge Tavern?
Bridge Tavern for 8.5 years.
Yeah, you cut onions down there?
onions.
You did everything, didn't you?
I cut a man onion for Mark Dalbrook.
Yeah. That's what Mark Delberg demands, a man onion.
I knew when Mark come in, he wanted a thick onion on his hamburger. I had it ready.
What did you make those onions? Quarter of an inch? Eighth of an inch?
I had it on about a quarter inch high.
Quarter inch. An onion that anybody would want on their burger.
Yeah, now I went down there today, and they only have slithers of onions on it.
Wow. Wow.
Hey, Champ, so what did you first think when you came to the Pine Room for the first time?
I said, man, what a place this is.
Yeah.
It's a very beautiful place. Mark built it, and the kids helped make it, and we got bocce. We can watch football.
Yeah, a lot of TVs, huh?
A lot of TVs.
Great food.
Great food.
Good people.
Good people. Have fun. Get drunk.
One of the things I like that you said is, you say a lot of funny stuff. But one thing you said one time was somebody asked you what your favorite part of the Pine Room was, and without missing a beat, you said, hanging out with all my friends.
Yeah, hanging around all my friends. That's a true fact.
Champ, my favorite thing that you've said is when someone asks you how many TVs are up here, you've told them there's 2.
He said 3, I think.
Champ, you know what they said on Field of Dreams? Build it, and they will come, right?
Build it, and George will come.
Yes,
for sure.
and he has come.
He's here every week.
Oh, jeez.
It won't be long now, Champ. It won't be long.
You get taken care of up here, don't you, George?
Yeah. You people are very great to me. And
you're our man, Champ.
Yeah, no doubt.
Well, you're great to us.
Yeah.
Geez, I think about James Harrison. I get a tear in my eye. You gave me that for Christmas a few years ago.
James Harrison.
And Jay Bruce, you gave to Mark over there.
Jay Bruce.
Yeah. I mean, several of these are contributions from Champ.
Yeah, Moondog.
Moondog, right? The George Animal Steel.
Yeah.
Who else do we have?
One of the Moondogs.
Yeah, both the Moondogs.
Was George Kellis, too?
Collie,
right?
George Kellis.
Yeah, see?
Collie.
Cena.
All of them.
Orton.
You're unbelievable.
The gifts that keep on giving.
Hey, we just got to get a Macho Man Randy Savage up here so you can go do.
Ooh, yeah.
Go ahead, do it.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. This all snap into a Slim Jim. Ooh, yeah.
Hey, Champ.
The Royal Rumble. Every man for themselves. Yeah.
Hey, Soup asked you before we got on camera what your favorite adult club was. What did you tell him? Or who'd you see up there? Didn't you go up to Pittsburgh in your younger days?
Oh, yeah. Seika, Vanessa Del Rey. Oh, Seika. And I had a cigarette in my
Now Seika's who? One of your old girlfriends? Or adult film star Seika.
Seika, adult film.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And then she says, put out that cigarette and I'll get a picture. And she got in front of me and her fucking tits.
But she didn't like you were smoking, huh?
No.
You still got a problem with that now.
Yeah.
He quit.
You know what? I haven't had one yet.
Yeah, that's
wow.
what
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're doing really well.
Hey, was that full nudity, George?
Full what?
Was it full nudity up there?
For her, not you.
Well, if you wanted to get naked too, fuck it. Why not?
They might have thrown him out though, Jeffy.
That's why he's not allowed back.
When they say one in Rome, fuck, he made that shit up back in the day. So hold on, George. Was it completely full nudity or no?
Full everything.
Everything.
Up the pole, down the pole, in front of your face.
Got grass on the infield. Play ball. Play ball.
Hey-o.
Hey, Champ, so rumor is you might be running for commander at the Warwood Vets Club. Is that true?
No.
That's just a rumor?
Rumor.
What did you say? I can't even.
I can't even help myself. How can I do anything for the Vets Club?
That might be tough. How'd your baseball bets go yesterday?
3 out of 5.
Okay, not bad. You've been hot lately, though.
Yeah. I made 7 bets today.
Yeah. So speaking of betting, we put out our. Last week we were talking about how good we were doing that week before, and then this week we struggled a little bit. Champ, I don't know if you know this, but we put out picks every week. I want to ask you this: what is there anything on this upcoming week that looks good to you?
I'm sure he's very aware of the weekend schedule.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
Hey, but he did have a winner last week. He could have given us Chase Elliott in the race.
Chase Elliott.
Oh, you had Chase.
Yeah. Yeah,
well, there you go.
He's smarter
Champ,
than all of us.
You can give us a future bet. Give me your college football playoff winner this year.
Let's see. Who's going to go to national championship?
Yeah.
Let's see. Georgia.
Okay.
Georgia and Alabama.
Okay, give me a winner.
All right.
Hey, those were a stretch here.
Yeah, I know.
Those were a real stretch.
I feel like I might have seen that last year.
That was a stretch.
Deja vu.
Give us a sleeper team. One of your big sleeper teams in college that somebody could go cash in on. Yeah. Somebody that nobody's expecting to be really, really good.
It could be Oklahoma.
Oh,
I like
It
that.
could be Oklahoma.
Actually, I'll take it one step further. Week 1, George, Notre Dame at Ohio State. Ohio State minus 14.5.
I don't like 14.5 spots, but Ohio State probably.
Come on, George. You're probably right. That's the worst
I want to Notre Dame, but
no, I get it. You're probably right. Here's the deal.
Shifted.
If your boy Luke was over here, there might be a bare knuckle fight down by the bocce there.
Yeah, it wasn't a good week.
Yeah. So what was our record last week?
We were Jarrett, you said we had to amend something. Though.
Well, we were 7-15, but I actually on the sheet I had the Guardians and the Giants on Saturday, but on the picks it said it was on Friday, and they both did end up winning. It was a parlay.
So instead of being down about 7.25 units, we'd only be down about 6.
Yeah, so we probably
our profit margin that we were up going into that last week, which I was shocked to go back and look that we actually were that far ahead.
Here at the Pioneer, we're going to be honest with you when we win and lose. If we lose, we'll tell you. If we win, we'll tell you. There ain't in between. And then after this month, you got to start paying. So
once we start the show,
was it? Did you say last show what we were up?
No, I don't think because I think I sent that to you guys maybe on Saturday or Sunday morning. But going into last week, we were up over 10 units since May 13th. So that means if you would have bet $100 on every one of the wagers that we had given you, you'd be up about $1,075.
That's pretty impressive.
So it wasn't bad, but then we gave about 700 of it back this week. So you still be up 300, but it's
better than being down 300.
Yes.
I'll never forget. Speaking of like being up and down, I think I told this on like one of the first podcasts. Is we were up in I think we went and sold a snowblower to a guy up in Washington, PA, and the coach and I we went to get Chinese, and as we're pulling in, he was talking to you, and you asked him how he's doing this week, and he goes, I'm even, and you go, oh, congratulations. You go, why? You said, why do you say it like that? You should be doing backflips right now.
Fuck, man. Anytime I don't lose money, I'm a happy gambler. Right? Hey.
Live to fight another day, Jeff.
That's exactly right.
Very, very important when you're gambling.
I think people misconstrue gambling too, because that's just a form of entertainment. People go to the movies and spend $50. Right. We decide to put a $50 parlay in, right?
Exactly.
So it's just entertainment. As long as you stay within your means and you can eat every day, life is good.
Champ, what do you think about that? You're a gambler. You gamble pretty much every day, huh?
Most of the time.
How were the horses today at Parks? Were tricky, huh? Or Finger Lakes?
I've seen long shots.
Yeah?
But, oh, my God.
Tough one today, huh?
Let's see, about 39 to 1 shot come in.
Yeah.
17 to 1.
Well, hey, see if Cooley over here's got a couple winners tomorrow in the doggies when they start running.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Tyler.
Hey,
Call him with the winners.
Speaking of doggies, there is.
Here comes Yogi on set.
Yeah, the captain. Rodney's in the building. Everybody.
Yeah.
He'll come out front here. Here he comes.
Yokes.
Yeah,
Yokes.
Yeah.
So George, can you read a program, or do you just kind of go willy nilly, or how do you do
he reads
that?
a program.
Do you read a program? Good?
Yes, I can.
Good.
He's
for you.
really good. He teaches all the nice looking ladies over there how to read them.
Champ, when you're picking a dog, what is the most important thing you look at in the program?
If the dog breaks, if he's a closer, who's the hottest kennel of the day, mark it down.
Yeah, you do. You gave me Steve Saris the other week. He was getting pretty hot, huh?
Steve Saris was getting hot, yeah.
I always pick the coolest name.
Right?
He does that too.
Yeah. Keep it simple.
Yeah.
All right.
The dogs just got pissed.
Uh-oh, we got a dog fight going on?
Yeah, dog fight behind us. All right. Anything? Speaking of sports, I know we kind of have we don't have a whole lot of time, but anything sports wise you want to go over, Matt?
I mean, we got the Open Championship starting up this Thursday over in Scotland, so we won't be able to give you picks for it, maybe for the weekend or something. But yeah, that's one of my favorite golf tournaments. I enjoy getting up early in the morning and watching that. So anxious to see how.
Can somebody explain Greg Norman? What's going on with the Greg Norman?
Yeah, the live golf. Yeah. So they're trying to kind of be a rival of the PGA Tour. They have a lot of investors from all parts of the world, heavily in Saudi Arabia and in that area of the world. So there's a lot of money behind it, and they're kind of trying to do. The players for a long time have been complaining about the purses on the PGA Tour being too low, and the fact that they're required to meet so many appearances and things like that. They feel like the schedule isn't worth it for them playing every week for the money that they could potentially make. So these guys led by Greg Norman, have kind of turned.
Oh, so he was the leader of all.
Yeah.
Okay, now that makes sense.
He's been trying to do this for several years, and he finally got people on board to invest in it. And they're trying to rival the PGA Tour. The purses are just astronomical. These guys are winning one tournament. They're winning what they would have won like in 5 years. Some of them. So it's very lucrative. And then obviously most of you know there's a feud going on between the PGA Tour and this live golf.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to suspend the guys, and I don't think it's going to hold up in the courts. There's a lot of things happening right now. The PGA Tour is under investigation for antitrust violations, and there's a good chance that this could turn out to be like an overtaking of like when I wasn't alive for AFL NFL like merger stuff, and split like when they actually two leagues existed. But you could have some crazy things going on here where you got big time players, which has already been a lot of them going to that for the money.
Wow!
And then the PGA guys are all critical of it and saying they're taking.
Did you actually see today?
Money.
Tiger came out and said today that he didn't want nothing to do. I guess there must be a big dinner at this.
Then they didn't let Greg Norman go, and he's a two-time Open winner, and they wouldn't let him go.
I thought that was pretty cool that St. Andrews didn't let him in.
I'm on the other side of it. I got to be like on Cooley on this one. I'm for the live golf. I think PGA Tour is not what it needs to be. The fields stink every week, and I think that's what the guys are saying. They want to play against the best in the world, and you got to pay like that. So I think what I'm hoping will happen is it'll drive the PGA maybe to improve themselves, and then it can be the dominating force that it could be. But it's kind of got a monopoly on it.
One of the big complaints of the PGA is everybody. There's no cut line. You know, everybody makes
the live,
entire, and the live makes,
and they play 3 days too. That's another thing. They only play
54 holes, and there's no cut line, so it's like anybody can get in and make $1 million. Like so, I think that's
can
one
we
of the
enter
PGA's.
We can enter the pie.
Yeah, cool. You're getting good enough to be able to.
Right,
Matt, was that a big complaint for the PGA guys doing
huge
4 rounds?
Well, what they're saying is they're coming to these tournaments. They're getting cut. They're cutting after 2 days. The fields aren't very good. The pay sucks, and they don't want to waste their time. They have
fucking shoot better.
But I mean, if you're shooting to win like $900,000 of those guys is nothing when you can win $5.5 million.
It's just like every aspect in life. Money drives everything.
Well, it kind of does, but the field quality is pathetic in the PGA. Golf is, and Mark will tell you because he follows it like me really close. Golf right now has the best players, the amount of players better than any time ever in the history of the world. They should have those guys playing against each other every single week, or at least 3 out of 4 weeks. Now, the only time these good players play with each other are the majors and a couple of the world golf events, and that's it. And the guys skip because they can't keep up the schedule, and they're mandated to play so many events. And then you got guys playing on the European tour because they don't want to play every week over here because the purses suck. So I think they need to probably go back to the drawing board if you're a PGA. But they're upping their purses next year to try to compete with LIV and be anxious to see what happens.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I want to switch gears here. I want to talk baseball for a minute with you guys. And what do you guys think about the way the All-Star game is chosen? I mean,
hate it.
There are guys. There are guys that have no business.
Do you hear 30? Did I hear that right? 30 new All-Stars this year?
Yeah,
yes.
and guys that have no business. Well, I mean, they're going to get automatically in because people vote.
Because how about Fernando Tatis Jr. hasn't played one game this year, and he had the third
it's
most
not a true
votes.
All-Star game. It's not.
For people that don't know, including me, how is it picked now?
Fan vote.
Fan vote.
So
Yes.
you stuff
When did they start
ball.
that?
I'll be honest, that's been years.
I remember voting for him at the game at Three Rivers. Remember that little punch card, Jeff?
Yeah. You're right.
I mean, but
Champ, remember that?
So how could they fix that? Could they just have the managers?
I think managers or owners vote because
media.
The way I look at it, and I absolutely love the MLB. I want to see those young dudes that deserve to be there, or the dudes that are hitting 280, 290, 300. I don't want guys who are hitting 215, but they're the famous player on each team. We've already seen them.
Right,
Give me someone else.
There should be statistical minimums at the least
absolutely.
instituted.
Yes, and the ironic thing about that is they say baseball is about the fans. Well, how about the prices for the fans to go to a game? When do the fans get considered in that aspect of the whole thing?
Speaking of that, I had that on the sheet. It was a late addition, but or maybe I didn't put it on there. I was going to anyway. The Dodgers stadium workers are threatening to strike before this All-Star game, which would mean no concessions. I don't know what they're going to do.
Well, no, it's more than that, Matt. It's not just concessions.
Well, yeah, I mean, ticketing, anything. It's just like even getting into the game, security, ushers, all that stuff.
Why are they protesting it?
Well, their wages are so low, and they're having trouble living think about living in Los Angeles and getting paid like those guys. I don't know what they make an hour. I'm assuming it's a little better than it would be around here, but
I bet you it's not
probably not enough to live in that market. I mean, imagine that. I can't. I mean, they're probably living in little slums, these people.
So it's not a true All-Star game. It's just truly not a true All-Star game. It's a popularity contest, and that takes the best players out of the mix, which is not right.
Well, that's never a good thing in any sport.
Shouldn't the best players be the most popular? In that,
well, no, your hometown guys are your most popular. Mike Trout's the most popular.
Well, and then the Blue Jays have the whole Canada votes for them, so they get guys that are probably.
So why are Kirk starting at catcher?
Okay, so why are guys that are in the All-Star game? Why are they in the All-Star game if they're? Let me rephrase that. How are people voting for guys that are in the All-Star game if they're not any good? Why would they vote?
Just because it's their team and they like a guy. Remember you like Donald Penn and you just voted for him 9,000 times to be in the Pro Bowl.
I want you to look at it like this. So out in Los Angeles, let's just say it is the Dodgers, and there's a catcher that's horrible, but they've got, I don't know, 2 million people that are voting for that guy, and here in Pittsburgh we only have 200,000 voting for one person. That dude out in Los Angeles is going to get in before our guy because he has way more votes. There's more people out there to vote popularity.
I think the Tatis example is perfect. Yeah. He hasn't played one game this year, and
millions
he's third. What do you guys think about that Albert Pujols is in the home run derby now?
I think that's cool.
Yeah, good for him.
I think that's cool.
I like that.
I mean, maybe guys declined. I don't know. That's kind of going downward each year.
It's like the slam dunk contest.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Do you think the luster is lost?
Yep.
Like I think All-Star games in any sport. Like let's be honest, the Pro Bowl is a fucking joke. You can't even tackle anybody.
Exactly.
NBA, that's just a fucking that's a pickup game.
Hockey All-Star game's a joke.
Well, I think MLB used to be cool as shit when they used to do when it meant something for home field in the World Series.
I thought that was one of the best things they ever did.
It was awesome. It was so cool.
So back to what you were saying, Chris, I still think they should mandate the true quote-unquote famous players. They should have to be in the home run contest. They should be in the slam dunk contest.
They get voted into it.
They should have to do it, and it should be part of their NBA contract, NFL, whatever the case may be.
Honestly, the top 4 guys out of each league in home runs at that point of the season should be in the thing. No questions
why
asked.
don't they just do it on stats?
Right, that's what they should definitely.
A lot of guys can opt out.
They want the days off. Yeah.
Well, they don't like it?
They say
it says it messes up your swing sometime for the rest of the year.
Tough life.
Why?
I know, right?
Oh, you're talking about the home run derby?
Yeah, like guys are going to slumps because of it.
I guarantee Albert Pujols will put on a show because the guy will throw it right where
Coach, he can't even bend his knees anymore.
Listen,
he struggles to get it warning track power now.
He'll have a pitcher that'll put it right where he needs to put it.
That guy for the Cardinals has been thrown to him for like 20 years.
He'll put it there, and he will smack him out.
I think
where's the game?
L.A.
Okay.
Remember we just said the construction.
Pete Alonso.
The monkey construction workers are striking.
Is Pete Alonso in again?
He's in again.
He'll defend.
Hey, but the one thing I will say from a betting perspective, the home run derby, there's some good value there. The last few years, there's been some underdogs win that. You can win some money. So keep an eye out for that. We'll talk about that when we get next week. Is it next week? Is it next week, the game?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. Was Pete Alonso an underdog last year?
He didn't win last year, though, did he?
Yeah,
he won.
He's won
Alonso won. He won.
Who did he play? Because they do that head-to-head.
Who did he beat in the finals?
But there was somebody upset themselves.
Oh, that's right.
When did I want to say? I thought like Salvador Perez or somebody had a good. There was like 2 mammoth upsets in the first rounds of that thing.
I think it was Joey Gallo got beat, and maybe someone else did. But Vladdy Jr. I think
was Trey Mancini.
Mancini upset. He was a huge underdog. Yeah, and he won in the first round. So yeah, because since they do it like that, you can actually get the value, and they don't have to win the thing.
Do you like real quick? Do you like the time in the home run derby, or did you like when they did it with the outs?
I
kind of like. I kind of like the time.
I don't. You gotta have the time. Okay. Jesus, that thing could go on till 1 in the morning.
Well, like Josh Hamilton, remember that at Yankee Stadium? And like I don't know what.
Just so long as I'm going to hear Chris Berman on there.
Back.
That's tough. Time after
good
time.
riddance. Fuck him.
Wow.
Champ, what do you think? Who's going to win the home run derby? Carl Yastrzemski?
Tell him, Champ, the guy that hits the most home runs.
It's simple.
Anything else? Sports?
Job, I got a little sports 1v1 for you versus Champ right here.
Oh boy!
If you're up for it, Champ, you up for it?
He's up.
I want to see who does better.
What is this, trivia?
You versus Champ. No, there's 6 bios we got right here to read.
Okay.
Of former or current professional athletes, and I want to see if you or Champ can guess it. Got it?
Okay.
Ready? We'll do the first one right here. Well, I have a list for you, Job. I sent you a list of names, so you can get on your phone.
Okay.
How are you going to do it, though? You going to let him?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to read them the bio. There's the list of names down there at
I
the
got
bottom.
them.
Champ, you're going to have to use that big brain of yours because Jub's got no idea, all right?
This is going to be a
Go ahead, Jerry. You want to read number 1?
All right, we'll go for number 1. Here we go. Jub, Champ, you ready?
Think, George, think.
Okay.
That's what he does best.
Number 1. This NBA star comes from Lower Merion High School and had a historical career as a shooting guard for the Lakers.
Easy.
Champ, you're up first.
From Cleveland.
From Cleveland?
Lower Merion.
Jub?
Kobe Bryant.
Attaboy, Job.
No, he has a list of names here. But I know I knew he played for the Lakers.
Job, if you don't know, you got a list of names there to guess from.
Yeah, I know. I'm here.
Doesn't have that list though.
No, that's
I got it right here.
Well, yeah, but Champ needs to see it.
All right.
It's right here.
He can review
Well,
it.
he didn't know it was there.
All right.
Well, he said Cleveland.
Go ahead, Matt.
right,
Matt, give us number 2.
Okay, this German-born NBA star spent his career dominating for the Dallas Mavericks. Currently 44 years old. This beast wore number 41 during his NBA career. And I really like this guy. Chris did too. He's awesome.
All right, Champ, look at the list. There's a list right there.
There's a list. All right, read it again, Matt.
NBA star for the Mavericks. He was born in Germany, wore number 41, and was just an NBA all-time great. Could shoot the ball, could post up, could do everything.
I got it.
And he took down the Heat in the NBA Finals one year, which was so exciting. Sorry, Cooley.
All right, who do you say, Job?
One-legged fadeaway.
Yes.
Dirk Nowitzki.
Yeah.
This is actually impressive.
2-0.
Jeez.
Come on,
Job's
Champ.
playing
Blowing
possum.
you out. Let's go.
Champ, he's playing possum.
You got to get into Champ's wheelhouse. We got to get to football or baseball.
WWE.
Here we go.
Are all these hoops?
No,
Okay,
Job, I got
good.
the next one.
Okay.
Champ, you ready? Champ, you get
Go
to answer
for it.
first, all right? This Angels center fielder is often in conversation as one of the best MLB players of all time.
Easy.
He's a 10-time All-Star and an 8-time Silver Slugger award.
And his name's also swims in the river. Or rivers in saltwater.
He's the Angels, best player ever for the Angels. He's playing right now.
I don't know. Otani might be now.
I don't
Just
know.
Come on.
Mike Trout.
Yeah!
2-1.
Here we go.
2-1.
All right, someone give us number 4.
Cool, hit us with 4.
Go. There you go.
The Red Sox. This Red Sox legend, currently 46 years old, played 20 seasons and hit 541 home runs with the nickname Big Papi.
It's easy. Hey, go ahead, Champ.
Big Papi. Who's Big Papi, Champ? Who's Big Papi? Boston Red Sox.
He got shot.
He did get you. What do you wear, number 34?
34.
Yeah.
Big Papi. Left-hander.
He got shot.
Best DH of all time.
He was cheating on his wife, I think, or something was going on.
Everybody's cheated on a wife. Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Well, close.
Who is it?
I don't know.
Oh, come on,
Job,
Big Papi.
Take the lead, Big Tom.
David Ortiz.
I don't know if either of you.
Hey, I might be dumb, but I'm not an idiot.
Hey,
3-1 job for the win right here. This Greek-Nigerian professional basketball player, known as the Greek the Freak, 27 years old, playing for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Champ, you got it?
Job, do you know
Milwaukee
this
Bucks,
Yes.
and I'm sure you can say his name.
Yeah, Giannis.
3-2.
Giannis.
Job, these are too easy for
I
you.
think George
Go ahead,
can
Chris.
get
Read this one. Read, Chris.
All right, George, you ready?
Go.
This Pittsburgh Penguin legend wears number 87 currently for the Penguins and holds multiple Stanley Cup championships. Born in Cole Harbour, Canada, he's a future Hall of Famer.
There's nothing like Sidney Crosby.
Yeah! High game. You guys will have to come back next week.
Here's the tiebreaker. This Japanese-born player played for the New York Yankees and had an extensive porno collection.
Oh, Hideki Matsui?
I thought maybe Champ would get that because it was a porno collection.
I love Hideki Matsui.
I was like 25, 50,000?
50,000 movies.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
He was my favorite player.
Yeah, number
That's awesome.
55.
Are we talking American porn or Japan porn?
Probably a mix.
Geez, a little bit of everything.
It had to be to have 50,000 volumes.
Job, I'm really impressed because you say you don't know anything.
No, but
those are easy.
You got those. A lot of those guys were back in his youth. He knew
right.
David Ortiz and Kobe, Cobb Larson, as he was referred to downstairs.
Cobb
If you told me, like
How'd
guys,
you know all those?
He's champ. He knows.
The reason he's a 17-time champ.
He can't get over the porn now.
Hey, he
Not
said,
right. His porn
Chris,
is
he said
pride.
paging Dr. Reams.
Hey, Harry Reams.
What was his famous thing in that one movie you were telling us about? Deep Throat.
Deep Throat says, "Hey, let me look down your throat. Say ah." And little Lovelace said, "Ah." He says, "No wonder you don't get off. Your clitoris is down your throat."
What was that word again, though? What, is it clitoris?
Yeah.
Clitoris, okay.
Yeah.
We might have to bleep that out.
That's a China
Give us one before we head to. We about ready.
No. We got one more thing we got to do real quick before we go to break.
I thought he'd hit us with a couple of jokes before we head to break.
Clitoris. That is a phenomenon.
All right. Before we end up here, we got to wrap up our second part of the show. Jarrett puts out a poll out every
big.
Sunday or Monday. He puts out a poll on Instagram. Go check it out. You can be involved and you can have a chance of getting read out on the show. Normally, you'll get if you put in, you're gonna get read out on the show. So go ahead and respond to those every weekend, Sunday or Monday. And I want to get Champ's input on some of these. So Jarrett, what was our question this week?
All right, for episode 17.
Hey, tell everybody what you're going to do it because I was going to say if Champ even know what it is.
Oh yeah. So for our question for episode 17, with there's been a bunch of shows come out recently and stuff. So we asked, what is the best series on Netflix? Exclusively on Netflix. And I tell you what, we got a bunch of responses this week.
Hey, Champ, have you ever heard of Netflix?
Wait, we'll just.
Nah? Okay.
Okay, so
well, they haven't gone into adult videos yet, so that's probably why.
Porn channel, I know them all.
So if this was the best show on Pornhub, he would win.
That's what eats up all his minutes on his phone.
Yeah. You got to get a better data plan. All right, Jarrett, go ahead. Sorry.
All right, guys. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. So we got a bunch of responses this week. All right. To start us off, we have Cole. He says Stranger Things. Actually, we had a few of these. Cole says Stranger Things. Savion, our friend, he says Stranger Things. Basic answer, but it's amazing. Nicole, she says Stranger Things, obviously. What the fuck? So we had 3 for Stranger Things.
I think that has recency bias, but it is a good show.
Yeah, it was.
It's very hyped up right now.
I just finished it, and I really liked it.
No spoilers, only on season 3.
Yeah,
I was disappointed in the last episode.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
All right, Justin, he says underrated is The 100.
Cooley watched that, didn't
You watch that too.
That's a good show.
Yeah, I watched it, and then I sort of lost interest.
What was that about?
So there was like there were people in space because Earth is like.
Oh yeah. I haven't watched it yet. I had it on my list.
And they were all like teenagers, right?
Yeah, they sent down 100 kids.
Pretty
who were,
good.
like the troublemakers.
Okay.
To see if
I have it on my list to watch. I haven't watched it yet.
It's solid.
Okay.
All right. Our next one, SB Hughes says Cobra Kai. Anybody watch that?
I've never watched. Say's a big fan.
I watched a couple of them, and I haven't kept watching it.
Didn't do much.
Karate
Didn't do much
Kid
for you.
It's okay.
Ever since Mr. Miyagi was gone, it didn't really matter.
I had dinner with him one time.
Pat
Oh,
Morita.
you did?
Yeah.
In Hawaii. Yeah, he's
Really?
friends with Roger's family, Roger Wiley family. When I went there with the golf team, and we had dinner with him and his wife. He's really cool. And
that's super cool.
Yeah. He was fun. He was really.
Did he do the?
The crane stuff. Yeah, he did. Yeah. I mean, he was a little bit advanced age then, but he did all the shit for us. It was always really fun. Yeah.
Yeah, but you remember too, he was Arnold on Happy Days.
Yeah, absolutely. I asked him about that too.
Really?
Yeah.
Was he still getting royalties? You think?
I imagine he probably his wife, his widow, probably still does.
There you go.
I like.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry to interrupt.
No, but
That's amazing. I didn't know that, Matt.
Mr. Miyagi.
All right. Next one, Cools. He says Last Kingdom.
Great show.
Yeah,
Cools. I had that ranked in
Cools.
my top 3. So
I like that, Cools.
Yeah.
I better start watching.
It's hard.
it, huh?
Chris, I mean, you should be able to watch it, but
Well, if Mark likes
it's very long and detailed, and you got to pay attention.
Yeah,
You can't come home slaughtered and you'll forget
and I
everything.
do that a
I'll
lot.
fall asleep.
Yeah, you got to watch with a sharp mind.
He'll start on it season 2, episode 3, and he'll wake up in season 2, episode 7.
Is it over?
That's happened.
Is the show done?
So
Yeah,
the
supposedly.
seasons are over, but there's a movie.
Yeah, there's supposed to be a
okay.
movie. Yeah,
It's so good.
which is
All right,
great.
Jarrett,
Yeah, great
what
show.
else?
Uhtred is awesome.
All right. Andrew and Isaac both say Breaking Bad.
Top
Good
3
show.
ever.
All right,
Can't
I gotta say that shouldn't count because that was not a Netflix show.
True.
That is an AMC show that Netflix
man.
bought the rights for.
Ooh, wow.
Technicalities.
And I'll say,
Well,
it's-
but our
you seen-
generation, Matt, you got to think about it. That's how we watched it.
I understand,
You know what I mean?
but I again, I don't think it's even near the
You
top.
seen Breaking Bad, Jeff?
I have not actually.
Okay.
Good show, but
I
not
heard it's really good.
not as good
It's
as.
One of the
So
craziest
overrated.
scenes I've ever seen when he's in the back of that trailer and the cop's finally going to catch him. He's going to catch Walter back there, and he calls the cop to say that his wife's in the hospital.
Yeah, that was a pretty good
to
one.
get him out. My jaw dropped.
Yeah, there was some great writing in there. I thought the show drug on a little too long.
Yeah, he got out of too many.
I thought that and we'll have this. I sent this to Jared as an idea for a question later, but like worst TV character, and his wife
Oh, man.
was one of the worst. She was a terrible actress. It was a really bad
Yeah, she's awful.
casting job by
The
them.
show's not very good either.
Now,
but
when you're
she's
saying
awful.
Yeah,
when you're saying
terrible.
I think
worst,
it's a
Matt, you
snooze
saying
show.
worst.
Just
as
a bad
far as
actress.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought she was
Not
a terrible
like,
actress.
Not like Wendy
No.
Bird.
No, because I think
Chris
her
loves
acting
Wendy
is
Bird.
amazing. I mean,
Chris
Laura
loves
Linney's
Wendy
legit
Bird.
Yeah.
great actress, but a terrible person. on
Okay.
in the show. But that's where I agree, Cooley. I think that's a good show, but
It's
you know,
so
and I know
overrated.
everybody loves it. Does anybody watch Better Call Saul? Did anybody watch
No,
that?
I haven't.
Okay, because
I heard that's good too. To be honest,
it's pretty good, but it's too long. They drag it out. It's too.
been going on forever.
If you're a slow burn like person, then you're good. But if you're somebody that wants action all the time, it'll bore you.
You know what's crazy is there's a
Good
reason
writing,
it keeps
though.
coming back.
A bad episode last night though, kind of ruined the whole show.
Oh, so you watch it.
No, I watch both of them. But they're just not in my top my top shows. They're very good shows because you did that. Bryan Cranston's an incredibly good actor. So
All right, Jarrett.
Okay, next one. Mason, he says Ozark.
Yeah.
That's Chris.
Yeah,
Now talk about a guy that gets out of all situations.
Marty Bird.
Yeah,
He does. Marty Bird does.
Marty Bird's gotten out of a lot of
Yep, he does.
tough
Right.
situations.
Marty Bird.
Yeah.
One vote.
That's
for
a good.
Ozark.
That's a good show. I would have that near my top 5.
Okay, MJP017 says Peaky Blinders.
Very good show.
Oh,
Awesome show.
Matt loves that.
Yeah,
You-
really, really
you
good.
watch that.
Yeah, I'm like 2 seasons in. I think
Yeah,
it's great.
it's really good. It's really good.
What a peaky fucking
Blinders. Yeah, Arthur. He's a fucking animal.
I love him.
Next one, I really like this one. From Colby, he says Outer Banks. I fucking love that show.
I haven't watched that yet, but I saw a few of the
Love
girls
that
in that show look to be
fuck
pretty
that.
good
Is
looking.
that Colby who ordered?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think he's going to get the first T-shirt ever.
yeah shout
From
out to
Transit.
Colby. Shout out
Colby.
to Colby.
Hey, thanks, Colby, for supporting us.
Yeah.
So you recommend Outer Banks, Jared?
Yeah,
I haven't
fucking
watched
loved
it
it.
yet. I don't
Absolutely.
want to
Jared,
listen.
what is that? I never saw
awesome,
That
Chris.
show is.
It's a
Is it
job.
current?
Is it like college kids or
Yes.
teenagers?
High
Yeah.
school kids.
It's a
and-
good show. I really like Outer Banks, but Jarrett,
Yeah.
you gotta understand
Like-
one thing about Jarrett. Jarrett does not watch shows. So every show that he does watch, he ends up
He thinks
loving.
it's great.
He thinks it's
Yeah.
great.
The last one he watched is the one he loves most.
I
Yeah.
mean,
He's very against like anything that we say. Hey, you got to watch this. He won't watch it. But then 2 years down,
later.
2 years down the line, he'll watch it and go, "It's the best thing I've ever
Yeah,
seen."
he's like he loves
Except
it.
for the
At least
Star
he
Wars
finally
ones, he
watched
keeps up
it.
on those
That's
ones.
like our buddy. That's like our buddy. Well, Earl.
Oh, God,
For
don't
one
get me
reason,
started
Earl
with
won't
Earl.
watch anything unless it was made before the year 2000. But Earl's kind of the same way. If he gives you something to watch, he usually doesn't miss. He gives great recommendations.
Well,
Yeah,
like Jaws.
It's easy to pick the most
That
popular
needed to be
shows.
recommended.
Yeah, no, Jaws is his favorite movie of all time.
Ever.
Hey, I can't disrespect
Yeah, I mean,
that. That's
it's gotta be in the top
absolute
5.
classic.
But,
yeah.
but
yeah.
is that
Right.
is that deserving
a
of the best
phenomenal
movie
movie.
of all time?
I mean, I think
discussion
you
about
can make a
favorite
good
and best.
argument for it.
It's just a shark.
No, it's a great
No,
movie.
no,
There's like a
the
cinematic
dialogue scenes in
masterpiece
that
behind it.
movie are
Show me
fantastic.
the way to
With
go.
Quint.
That's the best
Yeah.
part.
Yeah.
I'm tired and I
wanna go to bed. Yeah.
I had a little
drink about an hour ago. Yeah.
and it got straight to my head.
Chris's
And
head's
then he
about
starts
to
banging on the
explode.
side of the ship.
We're gonna need a
Screwed the
bigger
whole-
boat.
Hey, when Quint's telling that story about being in the water with the sharks,
That's
and
unbelievable.
fucking bone chilling.
Yeah,
like,
that's
just,
unbelievable.
When he had doll's eyes, the shark had doll's eyes.
Back in the day,
I'll
I went to
never wear a
Universal
life.
Studios and seen Jaws, and that was actually cool because it's literally like a little pond, like around the lake of Table Rock. It's crazy.
And what about the music? That music like defines cinema. Like
He
that
says,
was like the first movie.
Matty
probably
says,
ever.
"I'll never put a life jacket on
Yeah,
again."
right.
What's he say at the end? Smile, you son of a.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Jarrett, what
All
else?
right, to go further, we got actually 3 from this. Colin, Soup, and Sudi all say Money Heist.
Unbelievable. And in my top 3 shows I've ever watched.
Is that a foreign show?
Yeah, so originally came out, it was originally a Spanish show.
I'm with you, Matt.
Spain, I think, is where it released, and they struggled with it. Like, it wasn't doing well. Released it to America, put it on Netflix, blew up. And it's honestly, like, the writing in it, some of the stuff makes my jaw drop. It's unbelievable.
My show. I haven't had.
Yeah,
I've had one show get. No, 2. Peaky Blinders and Ozark would be 2 in my top 5.
Game of Thrones, Money Heist, Breaking Bad. Stranger Things is
God,
up there.
I absolutely hate your list.
Game of Thrones is
Thrones
the
is
best.
love
one.
Game of
Thrones
Thrones,
is
John.
Say that.
unanimous.
Did you finish Money Heist Schools?
No, the mouth and like when they
That's
talk.
the best.
Oh, that part
Put the
I'm
closed
good with.
captions on.
'cause
When
It's like the
dubbed.
mouth.
I
is
watch a
numb.
lot of those foreign shows.
Dude, that Money Heist stuff is serious.
Champ, what's your all-time favorite movie? Movie, not series. Movie.
Not porn either.
Yeah, not
right,
porn.
right.
I bet Deliverance.
Not Mommy, Where's Daddy?
Deliverance.
Oh.
I thought you liked the Bridge on the River Kwai.
Ooh. Do, 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 do.
You probably like some of the Dirty Harry movies too. huh?
Oh yeah.
Or Outlaw Josie Wales.
How about the Dirty Dozen?
Oh, that's a good one.
Old school.
That's
Old school.
That's a great
that's a
one.
classic.
that?
My favorite thing to get from Generations. Shout out to Generations.
Yeah, there you
again.
go.
Sponsored by Generations.
All right,
Nice
what's
segue.
next?
All right, we got 2 more here. From Mom, who's up there watching. The Queen's Gambit, she says.
Good show.
Totally
Good show.
agree.
I've never
I
watched.
love that.
Very good show. Very
I
different
thought
and
you
unique.
liked Schitt's Creek.
That's not on Netflix.
Oh, that's not.
Yeah, it's Schitt's Creek's on Netflix.
But that's not a Netflix show.
That's funny as hell. Though.
Is that a name?
Schitt's Creek.
It's on a.
Not like an original.
Yeah, just like the Breaking Bad.
Chris, it's great.
Oh, jeez.
Schitt's Creek?
Yes.
I guess it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, and our last one.
Our last one from our boy Scotty. He says the ranch. I don't even know.
Oh, that's.
I thought he was going to say the
That's
ramps.
with
Ashton Kutcher.
Ashton Kutcher and
Mila Kunis?
Hey, Rodney
No.
Cool's Rodney like that.
We watched it together. We cried.
Yeah, Rodney loved that.
Because it was
It's a
funny
good-
Cools
the
or sad?
ranch?
Sam Elliott.
It has a sad part.
There's
man.
another movie I like. Toro.
I think there were some kamikazes in that.
Yeah.
What do you say about kamikazes?
Why do kamikazes wear helmets?
All right, is that our last on our
That
list?
was our last one.
Now we got to go around the horn here.
Yeah, all
let's
right.
go
all
around.
right.
Wait, what?
Cool. What your favorite movie on Netflix or show on Netflix?
Last Kingdom. I
Yeah,
submitted
he
it.
submitted it.
Oh yeah, okay.
Dumb bastard.
Jeff.
I'm the weirdo of the bunch. I don't watch Netflix.
Hey, yeah, what the hell is next?
Well, here's the deal. I'm the first weirdo. He's the second weirdo.
All right.
Champ, you really got no idea.
Hell no.
All right, Dad. What?
You know what? I thought it was going to be what the hell did I just watch?
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things, and it ended not good for me.
It's not over yet, Coach.
Well, but I didn't like that last scene, and I got to go. Cools, I'm with you.
To Pep and Bo!
Yeah.
And I just started Lincoln Lawyer, and that looks like that's
Yeah,
gonna be
that's a good
I guess
start.
it's quick too.
Too
one
soon to say it's the best, but it's
no,
close.
but I've heard from many people it's very good.
I had that on my new but really good.
Yeah.
right.
Okay. So I'm going with Cools.
Matt?
I'm with Cools.
Well, I'll go last because I want to ask a few of you guys if you've ever watched some of these shows that I consider to be outstanding. But
I'd
go
say
ahead, Skip.
probably not.
Well,
We
Job, what?
haven't.
I bet some of you. I bet
Job,
Cools
what's
is.
yours?
I'll roll in at the end. Dude.
Okay, well, with my, I really like Outer Banks. I really like Stranger Things, but I think the best that I've watched, Squid Game.
Oh,
Squid Game's good.
I forgot about that.
And season 2's
I
coming.
forgot
yeah.
about that. That was
Oh.
really weird.
See,
I can't rank that high because it only had one season, but
was so good.
after this
Really-
second one, if it's
that
that
was
good,
really
it can
weird.
go well.
What are those characters?
Very unique
That's
and
really
cool.
weird.
I
I
love
thought
that
it was
show.
good.
Really weird.
That music is eerie,
Squid Games.
Jared.
Yeah.
Or Squid Game.
Jared, great
Good
ending, too.
I thought it was a great.
Yeah,
I really,
I'll
really
tell you, it was
liked
intense. It was
What-
intense.
what's yours?
Really fun.
Game of Thrones isn't on Netflix and wasn't Netflix original, so Money Heist is my lock.
What about Stranger Things?
Stranger. Oh, man.
Yeah, Soup. What the hell?
Give me Stranger Things.
Okay. All right, Chris.
I'll go with Queen's Gambit.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go.
with
Well, I just.
You're not going with Ozark with your girl.
I'm
Yeah, it ended bad.
Yeah, that ended bad.
I
Oh.
thought that was really
He
well
probably
made. I like
cried.
It was though.
Chris probably cried, man.
It's the need that needed to end like that because
Yeah.
it made the show better that way. To really legitimate
Sticking
ending.
the ending's got to be one of the hardest things. when it comes
Yes,
to
you're
shows
right
and
because that can
stuff.
undo everything.
Yeah.
Look at Game of Thrones, probably the weakest.
Jared, real quick,
ones.
Squid Game, what was your favorite event they had to do?
Ooh.
That tug of war scene's nuts.
Tug of
That
War
was
was good.
really good.
I think my.
That's
I
unbelievable.
think
How
my
about going
favorite.
over the
I think
glass?
red light, green light was really.
yeah.
To start the show off,
To
it's
start-
crazy.
You know what? I think that probably the hardest I think would have been was that the cookie thing where you had to cut the cookie out.
God, like perfect.
It was the crazy
That one,
thing
the
about-
guy's thing crumpled at the end. Like, oh,
They found
no,
the lighter.
I'm
The
dead.
crazy thing about Squid Games is because everybody watched Squid Games, so I was
Yes.
having students wanting to play red light, green light. And
Right.
I'm
Oh, geez.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
it came out at a time where
no.
there was like not really any hot shows that
Yeah,
everybody were talking
yeah.
about, and everyone watched
Perfect
it.
time.
It was good. Job, what's your?
I'm torn between two. You guys won't know this other than Cooley, but there's a show called Arcane, and then the second show would be probably the one you recommended, which
Dark?
is Dark. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my number one.
Yeah.
I've watched Dark.
Yeah.
Dark's nuts.
Yeah.
'Cause that's the time travel one.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, amazing show. Blows your mind kind of show.
I don't know if I was smart enough to watch that one.
It took a
it's
lot.
tough to follow sometimes. So
Yeah.
yeah, so that was one that I was going to ask about. I was going to ask if anybody ever watched The Witcher.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Video
I like The
game.
Witcher.
The Witcher's
Right, Matt? Video
fantastic.
game
It's awesome.
That last
That's
se-
amazing.
season of The Witcher was awesome.
Yeah, it's a
I thought it was
good-
even better than the
The
one
Witcher's
before.
a beast.
Yes.
He's
And that's
Yes.
is based on, like you said,
Yeah.
that's based on the game.
Really,
Oh,
really
really?
good, really
Wow, I'll
good
have to
show.
watch out.
Chris, you won't like it. So
Matt,
then
you want to
No.
talk about confusing
No.
things. The
Fantasy.
Witcher, that's first 4 episodes of The Witcher had me a mess.
Oh,
Somebody
I
did it all
thought that last
together.
season of The Witcher was
I'm
one of
not.
the best seasons that I've seen of a show in a
Yeah,
long
they
time.
did.
Another one that I had Peaky Blinders, Bloodline. Coach, you like that one?
Oh, that was good. Chris,
Yeah.
you watched that.
I think
Solid show. I wouldn't put it as a greatest,
Yeah,
but I had
that
it
was good.
as a good show. One that I just recently watched, and I had watched it like when it came out like 11 years ago. It was on like a BBC channel. It's called Top Boy. I don't know if you guys ever watch it, but I think you would really like it. It's really, really good.
What's the name of it?
It's called Top Boy.
Oh, okay.
It's really good. It's based in London. It's pretty neat. What about Altered Carbon? Anybody ever watch that
I
one?
was gonna start that.
Awesome, really good. And then obviously the kind of the show that actually put Netflix on the map that everybody started to get it was House of Cards, the political show
with
Kevin Spacey.
Your parents love that, right?
Well, they quit watching. My mom was so upset she had to stop
right,
watching it. But anyway, great show. So.
Sorry, real quick. No, my number one, I'm switching mine. It's called Love, Death Plus Robots. It's unbelievable. Watch it. Watch it.
I like it.
What
Anything
happens
robots.
is it's a new show every episode. It's totally new every episode.
Cool.
It's awesome. It's really cool. But anyway, all right. What's Champ's favorite movie? What was it?
Toro.
All right, there you go. Watch that here. We're going to take a break. All right, and what better thing to do than wrap up the show with our most notorious segments. I want to clarify again that this show is brought to you by Generations Restaurant and Pub, and there are the sponsors of this week's This Week in History and Hot Pit Cold Mug, as well as maybe my new segment, Monkey News. So,
Monkey News and the Pine Room Burger.
Yeah, and I have to, But anyway, we will we'll talk on a lot of that stuff here in a bit. But let's start off a little bit of This Week in History. Cools, I'm sorry to tell you.
Cool's buddies on there again.
It's a devastating week for you.
Oh, this one's kind of cool, though. I kind of liked it. July 12th, 1943, largest tank battle in history.
Yeah, that looks
Over 900 tanks each. Hitler's dream of conquering Russia has ended.
Yeah. Yeah, he got stopped in Kursk.
Wow.
900 tanks.
That had to be a hell of a battlefield.
That's cool.
Yeah, 1800 though, right?
Yeah,
900 each.
There was around
that'd be awesome.
A little less than 2,000. They
Do you know that Hitler
tanks and trains, Jarrett?
Hitler only had one ball?
Shit.
What?
All he played was basketball.
There's a
Which
song
one did he have?
that you guys were singing it earlier. It goes da 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 da. That they made a song during World War II.
yeah.
It's Hitler has only got one ball, the other is in the Albert Hall. His mother, cut it off when Hitler was small. She threw
Royal
it.
Albert Hall. Yeah.
Did not know that.
I feel like I'm slowly becoming
Champ, he
a
should have
history
went to
teacher.
Dr. Reams.
How about John Wayne Bobbitt?
What about him? What?
What?
What happened to John Wayne?
His girlfriend cut off his clock, threw it out the window. Somebody knocked on the door and said, "Is this your clock?"
I don't think that was This Week in History, but that was a very good
historic.
story. Yeah. Job paved the way for that with Hitler's one ball.
Yeah.
Poor Cools.
Good lead.
He started us off, and look where it went.
I'm gonna hit up this. Where were we at here? Oh shoot, I forgot. I didn't. Jarrett, your girl.
Yeah, Joan back on there again.
Oh.
Jared, I think you
What'd
still
she
owe
do?
her an apology.
Oh, no, I apologize to her.
I think you should
times.
apologize again, though.
She led that
Let's see
big
what
French victory.
What did she do this week, Joe?
Joan of Arc leads French army into Reims.
Okay.
Yeah, and they were victorious, and then I think it was
And that's
William
what-
was the king. Yeah,
Well, that's what pissed them off.
right.
Maybe next week on the
defeated
show.
the English.
Next week on the show, to show my apology, I will have a Joan of Arc T-shirt on.
All right.
So, Jared, when she does something good, you apologize, but when she does something bad,
Well,
you're
I
against
mean,
her?
I just overall, I apologize. She's not a bitch.
Hey, Chris, what you like a lot of events in history, but wouldn't you have loved to have been at Disco Demolition Night?
That's the one I was going to bring up. I was going to bring that one
The
up.
videos of that. are amazing.
John Chocolate sent a picture of the field, and that's unbelievable. Chris, would you rather been there or the
beer?
quarter beer night in
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee?
No, that
yeah.
was Cleveland.
Or Cleveland.
Oh, yeah, it was
Yeah, it
Cleveland.
was
Yeah, it was
Cleveland.
Cleveland. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was anywhere-
Own municipal.
Well, for
Yeah,
for idiots like myself, what is Disco Demolition Night?
Yeah,
Well,
so-
it was
so what-
70.
July 12th,
Well, yeah,
79.
July 12, 79. Disco Demolition Night at Comiskey Park causes White Sox to forfeit second game of the doubleheader against the Tigers.
awesome.
So, Chris, you
Yeah.
want to
Well,
explain
no,
what
it
they
was
did?
just- Well, yeah, that was kind of, and 79 was kind of the end of the disco era, and it got a bad rap, and I think it was popular maybe from, 74 to 75 through 79. And the people that didn't like it really hated it, so I guess they organized one night. They were everybody.
There's a
bring
radio
all-
station, I think,
Yeah,
that
they
did
did
it.
like a promo. Everybody, you bring your records. Bring all your disco records. We're going to burn them or
Fire 'em.
So I think,
Blow 'em up.
I think, and Coach, you can help me out here. I think them between the doubleheader,
Right.
they all,
Stormed
I guess
the
they
field.
stormed the field. And I don't know if they had something out in center field, but that's
Yes.
where they threw them, and then it just got out.
It
of
was
control.
How could that
Mayhem.
radio
Was legit.
station think that was going to end well?
Right.
It was
A doubleheader.
Yeah.
that
Champ,
vid-
do you recall that, Champ? 79? Disco
Demolition Night at White Sox. And
you don't remember that?
Good job. I wish.
What were you doing in '79?
Probably getting fucked up.
Well, you would have fit in perfect at Disco Demolition Night. Oh my God.
Yeah, Coach. And I never. Did you say Johnny sent out a picture?
Oh,
what
it's
that looked
unbelievable.
like?
Unbelievable. That'd be 5,000 people on the field.
It's unbelievable. I wish this is where we had the screen to show the video.
I've never seen that.
It looked like a rock concert, like Woodstock or something.
So they just didn't like disco music?
Yeah, people just wanted to trash the album.
And the radios, I think it was probably a rock and roll station, and they promoted it, and everybody went. And it's funny because how often does a Major League Baseball team have to actually forfeit?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because it was
Was there another promotion where it might have been the quarter beer where they threw the baseballs on the field? Didn't they give away
baseball giveaway?
They give away baseballs.
It might have been. It might have coincided with that. I feel like it could have.
They threw them on the field. They had to forfeit. Whoever that was had to forfeit because
puck night and stick night.
Hey, Mark. Remember on that bus trip years ago to the Penguin game when it was stick night?
Oh man!
And Stretch was on that bus, and he and Hank Jeske were swinging sticks at each other.
Oh, I do remember that.
Was that full-size sticks?
Now you brought that up.
Yeah, can you imagine that giving you full-size sticks?
Yeah, full-size stick.
Wait, they gave you a full stick?
Yeah.
It almost had like a hard plastic with a blade.
Yeah.
But it was the wooden handle and everything, and it was crazy.
That's genius.
Yeah.
20,000 people were hammered with hockey sticks.
Well, I know. And do they even do bat night anymore?
No, not many places. No, that would be mini bats. Hey, Chris, speaking of people throwing stuff, didn't you say one time Nick's dad threw a Walkman or something?
Yeah.
And
I don't remember. I know that. I think that hit the ice, but then he threw his windbreaker and it got stuck on top of the glass. On top of the glass. Yeah.
How close were you guys sitting for him to be able to throw a windbreaker?
We always got tickets from Mark's buddy, and we were like fourth row down in the corner.
And which one of you, just wrapping up with the throwing things, which one of you threw the Stroh's mug out there? It shattered on the ice.
Coach, it was a Saturday. You might have been there. Jerry got us like a shit ton of tickets. We were in B8, right on B8, center ice. Amazing. I remember I was tailgating with Joe John, and Joe shook Terry Ruskowski's hand. He was a center for the Penguins. And so, of course, Terry Ruskowski scores a hat trick, and Joe took all the credit for it because he shook his hand. But when he scored the third goal, and I wish I'd have kept the goddamn thing. It was a nice plastic Stroh's beer
mug. Those were nice mugs. My dad had a few of those.
And I whipped that thing, and
it would shatter. Because it was kind of like a composite, like a carbon fiberglass or something.
And it blew. It just shattered, and I was like...
Were you escorted out of the building?
The game had to stop for 7 minutes.
But they also had to get rid of all those hats for the hat trick. No, they never detected me, Sue. Actually, that kind of behavior really wasn't frowned upon that much back then.
It didn't hurt any. Nobody got hurt, Chris.
I was sort of encouraged.
Yes, right.
Hey, a friend of mine, Tommy Dudak, WVU was playing Notre Dame in basketball at halftime. As soon as they shut the gun off, it was halftime. Tommy Dudak threw a cow's tongue in the middle of the
A what?
Cow's tongue?
Yeah.
Where the hell did he get a cow's tongue?
Who the hell? I don't know.
That's a first. Never heard that one.
So, you got anything on here?
Yeah, I thought the July 14th, 2008, The Dark Knight premieres in New York City. I think that would be something really,
Cooley
really
says
cool
no.
to go at. What a
You just
movie,
don't like
man.
Batman, right?
Batman sucks.
But Christopher Nolan Batman was awesome, Soup. I totally agree with that.
Anybody could be Batman.
Come on, stop it.
Bale was good.
What about the Johnny Depp trial before the Johnny Depp trial? O.J. Simpson charged with murder. Do you guys remember by chance? I specifically remember where I was when he got acquitted.
I do too.
It's crazy.
I was in my 7th grade classroom watching it on TV in class.
You know the funny part about it? I was in college at that time, and I took a 1-credit bowling class for my gym. I was in Elm Grove fucking Lanes. And
really?
Wow.
Yep. I remember we watched that verdict. It's 7th or 8th grade, but I remember. It was a big deal. You would have loved that trial back in the day, man.
It
made stars, all those attorneys, Johnny Cochran and F. Lee Bailey and Shapiro and Kardashian. Yeah.
Do you see that? Did you see the book that he released? It's called it was like If I Did It or something. And
you talking about Juice himself?
Yeah, so he released a book called If I Did It.
Yes.
But the what was the guy that got
Brown
murdered?
and Ron Goldman.
So Ron Goldman's family has the right to this book for whatever reason. I don't know.
Because they won that civil suit. Everything he earns, they get.
Yeah, so they had the right to the book, and on the cover says "If I Did It." But what the Goldman family did was they took the "if" and they made it real small in the
I think I saw that.
I, and it's just so when you pick up the book, it just says "I Did It" by O.J. Simpson. And it's pretty good.
That's actually genius.
Yeah,
I actually got to say, I think it's a kind of genius by OJ's people to get him. You're on the hook for all this money to these people. I mean, obviously you're pretty much guilty. Everybody knows that, but and you write a book to pay your.
It's actually really genius.
I mean, good Lord.
100%.
I mean, that's great.
And,
But you know what I like too about that? I mean, it was a sham, I thought, just because they had the TV cameras in there every day. But
Lance Ito, you didn't think he did a good job.
He was definitely paid off for sure.
But I like, though, that O.J. said he was committed to finding the murderer.
Yes. He took it serious. I wonder how that's going for him right now.
He's
still looking, Matt.
Yeah, he still says that.
He's still searching.
But he never gives an update on what he's found.
No, he's always on the golf course.
Here's one, and you baseball guys, and I argue this because people say
never.
Joe DiMaggio's 56-game hit streak ends in Cleveland.
Will never be broken.
But okay,
No.
I don't argue that, but it could be.
It could be.
But there's one record, and I keep saying this
we've
for
talked
I've
about it
said
before.
this for years and years. 2000. Wait, I got it right here. 2,632 straight games.
No, it's
he
the
played.
most. It is the.
Wait a second. Can you guys,
craziest
can you guys
sports
even
history.
imagine that?
No,
How many
it's
games
not
are
possible
in a
today.
season?
162.
So somebody do the math on that.
162.
Well, how many years is that?
Oh, man.
How many years is
17
it?
years. I'm going to do the math right now.
You're
What'd you
looking
say?
at
it was?
2,632.
That record right there is the most
It's the most unbreakable record
in all of
ever.
sports.
16 years and
16 years
months.
without sitting a game. Could you imagine if they
16
told Cal
years
Ripken, "Hey, you
of
need a
baseball.
rest. Take Wednesday off."
Now these guys can't play 2 weeks without resting.
Right.
Jesus,
I heard them the other day. I heard
Brian Hayes and Reynolds
on
played the first 5 games of the year and took a
I heard
rest.
yesterday on the Red Sox game, I was listening, and they said, well, Alex Verdugo's been in a slump lately. And they said, well, Dennis Eckersley said, well, I wonder why they decided to rest him when he was on a 14-game hit streak. And now he hasn't got a hit
Right,
since.
exactly.
Yeah, it just
Exactly.
doesn't
What is it?
14-game hit streak, and he needed a rest.
It's unbelievable.
I'm glad
Taking-
he isn't hitting. Fucking right. Yeah.
And it
Taking
probably
pic-
wasn't even
take-
his fault. He just say,
Taking
oh,
pictures
gotta
out
get a
when
day
they-
off.
Taking pictures out when they got no hitters and perfect games, resting guys after 7 games. Listen, Cal Ripken's. It won't even
won't even be
get
sniffed.
close.
You know what's cool about you bringing up DiMaggio, that 56-game hit streak? If someone even gets in the high 40s, you know how cool that'll be just to watch
Yes,
every night.
but I don't think that's. I agree with you guys. That especially with the pitching today, I don't think guys will ever get that. That's an
56 games is
incredible stat, but
Soup,
still,
Soup, I think
Ripken's record. There's
Untouchable.
zero chance. I'd love to know. Soup, look up who's the next
Yeah,
closest
active leader.
active.
Yeah.
I know it was Miguel Tejada before he retired.
I think it was Prince Fielder.
But
before he
how many
retired,
games?
too.
How many games?
No,
So
Like-
maybe 200. I don't
Yeah, I
know.
was going to say.
No, I think Tejada had like 500, and then he got old. And
there
hurt.
can't be a guy over 200 games.
I
right
tell you what,
now.
a 56-game hit streak is really.
That's impressive.
I struggled to get 2.
Chris, do you remember the last time we had a guy? There was a couple times where guys got into the high 30s and maybe.
The one
Yeah.
I remember the most, and that goes way
Rose.
back when Pete Rose got up to-
Pete Rose.
Yeah, see, look, Champ was
he
on
got
it.
up to 44 games, and I forget how.
That,
it ended, but-
Soup, I'm with you. That would be fun.
Miguel Tejada had 1,152 in
But he's
2007.
done.
Yeah, long gone.
He's
yeah.
done. So who's the next closest guy?
Merrifield played
Whit Merrifield.
553 games, but I think
pretty
it's
impressive.
over. I think it's
Well, I mean,
over.
so who?
Hey,
I
what-
mean, there's
That
no.
might be-
There's no active player with 200 games. There's
Hey,
no
was
way.
it- what-
There's no way.
How many games did Freddie Sanchez get up to? Remember that?
Oh, his hits.
Yeah, remember we went to the game. We had those signs that said "Go Freddie,
You
go."
love fucking Freddie. You
He was
love that
awesome. He had
guy.
that
He
mole.
could swing it.
He had
know
a
what this
mole
thing
on
was
his
good.
nose.
Yeah, he did.
He
He
was
had
good.
a mole.
The one
Coach,
thing
how
about
about
the
he was a
Ripken
good player?
thing,
Real quick,
Good
Cooley's
defensive
over
play.
here smiling. What do you think?
You just know how I feel about the older generations of athletes. I don't know what the other.
Well, how do you feel about him,
Well,
Cool?
these guys don't play long enough now.
Of course,
Cool.
your arms don't hurt when you throw 70 all day.
Yeah, but Cools, what about Ripken's
They weren't
streak?
breaking the radar gun, is what you're saying.
No, I mean the athletes' bodies have evolved over time.
Oh, I'm not going to argue that.
Yeah. I know. I'm just saying.
But listen, nobody's breaking Cal Ripken's streak of playing.
Oh, yeah. There's no
Can
way.
you imagine them telling Cal, hey, we're going to sit you today. You know what Ripken would have done? Fuck you. Right. I'm playing.
Beat him up.
Get out of my way.
But the thing about it, the cool part, truly one of the good guys of sports, number one. Number two.
Absolutely.
And number two, he didn't even, that wasn't the, he did it for his teammates. Like,
Yeah,
he wanted to be in the spot to help them win. Like, he didn't give
remember
about that record.
Remember when he had
to
to move to from short to third base?
Because he was hurt, right?
Yeah, he didn't care.
He just didn't have the range that he used to.
And
instead of resting and taking a day off, they moved him to third, and he played all-star caliber
If it
third
helps
base.
the team, I'll go there.
Yep, 100%.
Hey, coach, other guys would just say, you know what? I'm not moving. You better trade me.
Right, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
I'm not moving.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, and
Right about that.
Mark, real quick, and Jared, you too as well, everybody. How long has Mitch Keller been pitching now? About 3 years?
Hey, had a big win
3.
last night.
I know, but I just saw that they put a stat up here. Last night he pitched a career high 7 innings.
I
What
seen
the
that too.
fucking do?
Hey,
like 7 innings is
That's huge these days.
I mean,
Jared, I'm high on Keller.
I bet
too.
Nolan Ryan went,
Like-
what?
yeah,
Really?
Jesus.
Really? Nolan Ryan had to pitch 11
Yeah,
or 12.
you know what? Hey, Nolan Ryan probably called Steve Carlton and said, "Hey, you see that big accomplishment last
or
night?"
Bob
What a
Gibson.
pussy.
Yeah, well, Bob's dead.
Yeah, I
but-
know,
but,
Bob's
but
dead.
yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. But Bob would
They just laugh.
He would just say
laugh.
these guys are a bunch
Those
of
guys
pussies.
are just getting warmed up in about the 5th inning.
Yes, exactly. So, Coles,
Anyway.
you are wrong about one guy. You've never seen Nolan Ryan. He was throwing 100 miles an hour in the
I
1970s.
saw him blow up that boat. That's the one.
No,
oh,
no,
that's
Randy Johnson.
Yeah.
I saw when Robin Ventura decided to think he was going to charge Nolan Ryan on the mound. You ever see that?
Fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Nolan Ryan
Great video.
kicked the living shit out of him, and that was one of the greatest things ever.
100%.
I guarantee Robin Ventura never went back at Nolan Ryan.
No.
He
Hey,
regretted that.
Jubb, what's your week in history highlight?
Well, I was going to say the July 16, 1945, atomic bomb tested in New Mexico desert, creating a 41,000-foot mushroom cloud and killing all animal and plant life.
Yeah, it said for several
shit.
miles. Pretty,
Amazing.
Pretty
Was there a
incredible.
monkey involved?
No.
That is
No, he was
amazing.
flying the plane that dropped it. Remember, he's the co-pilot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was
Oh, that's
flying that.
right.
Yeah. Hey, Champ, look down the very bottom of the list there. I think you should read that one.
Yes.
Hogan defeats Ric Flair for the WCW title.
Yeah, July 17th, 94. Yeah, here's Rick right here.
Right.
Boo.
Hogan couldn't beat his fucking meat.
Hey, he beat the Iron Sheik in a big match.
Oh my gosh, Coach! How about this though? I just found this. As of yesterday, Whit Merrifield will not play for the Royals today. His streak just ended at 553.
Oh,
Matt Olson now owns the record at 221 straight.
221. That's unbelievable.
Hey, do we have any good birthdays this week?
We'll fail.
Christine McVie, Chris.
Oh, jeez.
Fleetwood Mac.
Yep. That's hard to believe.
She's going to be 79 on July 12th. Your boy Will Ferrell. I'm sure you guys like him.
Step Brothers.
Yep. David
Forrest
Hasselhoff this week as well.
Hasselhoff.
Michael
yeah,
Flatley, Lord of the Dance. Have you guys ever seen him?
Yeah, he's.
We got
Champ, you dance like him.
We got a bit of a
He
sad
danced with my wife. It
farewell
was
to
incredible.
sad farewell to James Caan and Tony Sirico. It's Tony
One of the best.
Sirico?
Yeah.
One of the best movies ever, Godfather.
Yes. James Caan, amazing actor in Paulie Walnuts. If you guys, Jeff, you know,
100%.
what a great character in
Oh, my
Sopranos. Just fantastic. From the looks to the one line shit that he said, hilarious. And he was like a
100%.
hitman, and it's just like with a sense of humor. And if you were going to get killed, you'd want him to do it.
100%.
I feel like.
Yes.
Well, I tell you though, but that guy
Tony Sirico, he played Paulie
but
Walnuts.
He was like
in
a
the-
real life.
I would.
Yes, he actually was in
He
the
was in-
Gambino crime family and
Right.
did time before
Yes,
they used
that's
him in
what
there.
I thought. I looked
Incredible.
that up yesterday. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Pretty fascinating stuff.
is good stuff.
And underneath that, we go to the Zach Wilson. You guys been keeping up with that
That is
saga?
absolutely
Unbelievable.
phenomenal. You know what? That's rock star shit.
It is.
That's
You
rock
see,
star
you
shit.
see, all the NFL guys are like, everybody's like, "That's my quarterback."
That's my-
Every guy's loving it.
No
Does
doubt.
Champ know about that? Because
Job, are you right up on that?
No idea.
Zach Wilson, he was the #1 draft pick for the Jets last year. He went to BYU. Well, his ex-girlfriend, who now dates his best friend from school, who I think plays for Washington. I think he's a white. Yeah.
Commander.
I think you're right,
Yeah.
yeah.
So anyway, his girlfriend and him split up. They've been together since high school. She's dating him now. And then did he accuse her of, like, what'd she homie hopping or something like that. Anyway, so anyway, then she comes out and says that Zach Wilson was banging his mom's best friend.
Yeah.
Back when they were together, yeah. So now, and then all these NFL guys coming out saying like how great it was, and like he's just saying he's like the leader of the dressing room now.
Jesus. Well, a couple of things. His ex-girlfriend smoked.
Amazing.
The
new one.
His mom.
A mom is incredible too.
So if her friend,
I haven't seen a photo of her yet. Have you?
No.
Oh, well,
somebody's got to get that.
I didn't see a photo. There was a group of them. There was like
even TMZ didn't have a good one of her.
It was his mother and like 6 other women. They were just posing for a picture. It looked like a night out. They were, every single one of them was harder than the next. It was unbelievable.
And you know,
I mean, unbelievable.
I heard this today that the dude took 2 girls to the prom with him. I mean, he's just been a stud since birth.
Wilson. And that's what I was just going to say. If I'm going to
BYU,
if I'm going to give him a little fair and balanced, he's a good-looking dude too.
Yeah, he does. He looks like a Disney character, like a guy. This should be on the Disney Channel.
That's why I get it.
And Jeff, have you seen like some of the shit on Barstool, the clips, the memes and shit about that? God. Hilarious. Yeah. Oh my Lord.
Hey Champ, do you ever mess around with any of Miss Kitty's friends back in the old days?
No.
Okay. Yeah, you were a good young boy, Eddie Haskell.
Yeah. Eddie Haskell.
All right. Well, we're running out of time here. So anybody got any good hot pit? Any good hot pit, hot or cold mug? Anything good?
Actually, I do got a cold mug. Since I bring hot pits, as much as I want to throw my hot pit up, but I'm not going to bring the show down. And this is a little bit late, but there was actually a local high school that 50 out of their graduating class, which I can't remember how many they totally graduated, 50 of them graduated in high school with associate's degrees.
Wow.
What?
Mm-hmm. Isn't that fucking impressive?
Oh, wow.
Wait, whoa, time out.
So they got their high school certificate as well, but they were able to take so many college classes. So they graduated with an associate's degree and their high school diploma all at once.
Damn. Wow. 50 of them?
50 of them.
You know what they're going to do? Contribute to society.
You know what, Marcus Delberg? That's what we need, my friend. People that are going to contribute to society. Yes. Good for them. Good for them.
Yes, definitely.
Coach,
good
you don't
one.
think they'll work at McDonald's?
What's
that?
You
don't think they'll work at McDonald's?
I mean, hey, if you're working at McDonald's,
you're
more
working.
power to you.
You're working.
Thank you.
Maybe you can fix the ice cream machine down there.
I got a cold mug, Jub.
Go ahead.
The owner of the Pittsburgh clothing company, Zach, I think it's Zach DeLucy, he made a shirt recently. The Heinz Field is no longer, it's now Acrisure. But he made a shirt that says, "It's still Heinz Field to me." So it's going to be, I hope people are rocking those at Heinz Field because, I mean, it's going to be Heinz.
Move along. I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, but we got to get Permanis up here.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Chris, you said you had a cold mug? You had something cool?
Yeah, I had some positive data. I don't know, you guys may have seen a video of that 11-year-old baseball player.
Yeah, with one arm, hit a home run.
Unbelievable.
He smokes the ball.
Tommy Morrissey's his name. He was 11 years old. He was from Florida. And I think he was, I don't know if you guys saw the video, but it looked like he was at one of those Cooperstown.
He was getting Cooperstown.
Fucking
and that kid threw him a curveball, and I would always, let's see, he's got a left arm, right? Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. But you would think you'd get more power with your.
No, I thought he had a right arm.
No, he has a left arm.
Oh, okay.
Left.
Okay.
And he jacked that thing. I thought, man,
he knew he got it too, Chris. Yes. When he hit it, he almost was ready to flip that bat.
Good for him. I was happy to see that.
That's impressive.
Yes. It was.
I'll be honest, I think Jub's going to have a heart attack right now. I'm not going to lie, because you and me broke out cool.
I know.
If I would go next with a cool mug, he'd probably fall down.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to real quick.
Well, I do have a small cool mug.
Well, real quick, while you're getting ready to load up on that, Champ. So what we do here at the end of the show, we bring up anything that's controversial or anything that's good going on. So, like, if there's something good going on, that like if you found a new food somewhere, or if something in the news somewhere.
Hey, so like when you found your shoe and when you found your phone in your shoe, that'd be a cold mug.
No, that'd be a hot pit. All right. So you think on something either good or bad that has happened that you want to highlight while Matt gives his, and then you're gonna.
You told me one today when we were driving over here, when we were crossing the bridge there down on the island.
Something about too many freaks not allowed circuses or what?
Well, that too, but you also were saying about how long it takes them to get that damn bridge done.
Oh, Christ.
Don't you think they should be done by now?
On that for about
it ought to
6 years.
be done right now.
October, right?
Yeah, well, that's what they say.
George, what do you think about when you take that bus at Rapid? What do you think of the roads in Wheeling?
They are
the streets.
They're fucked up. Hey, I guarantee you, country roads are better than
absolutely.
We said the time a horse and buggy had better roads.
Champ, what's more messed up, our roads right now, or you in 1979?
Ooh, good question.
Oh,
Great question, Soup.
Boy,
that's a hard one, but hey, 50-50.
Even money.
All right, Matt.
All right,
Jarrett, do you have something?
I got a quick
All right,
cold.
Matt,
go ahead,
you go
Matt.
first.
All right, mine. I got two really quick ones. I got a cold mug and a hot pit, but they literally are going to take like 30 seconds. So anyway, I thought this was kind of cool. New York betting revenue hits record high. $249 million in tax revenue was earned in 2022 fiscal year in the state of New York. That's incredible to me. That's
awesome.
Fascinating. They're expecting about $357 million in fiscal year 23. Now they do have the highest tax rate, so every dollar that they make on sports betting in New York, the state takes 51 cents of it. And I thought Pennsylvania has 30, and that's high. So those are the two highest.
So the people that donate that money, how many of them are in a cheese line right now?
That's awesome.
Yeah, we would be if we lived up there. God. Yeah, and then my hot pit. I don't know if any of you guys have been paying attention to obviously the Russian war stuff and how some of these leagues are banning these athletes who are Russian heritage or live in Russia, which I find to be absurd. I just say, regardless of your politics, can you imagine if we were penalized in our jobs or our way we earn our living because of things that our president did? Can you imagine that?
Yeah,
whether you like Trump or Biden or whoever, but I would never want to be subjected to that. And shame on Wimbledon for banning those Russian athletes. You had a number one player in the world in Daniel Medvedev who was banned.
He got banned?
He wasn't allowed to play. So, but I did find it very fitting that the girl who won, Elena Rybakina, she actually was born in Moscow and since went and lived in Kazakhstan because they were supporting her tennis career. Anyway, she won the women's singles title, and I thought that was really cool to just say to Wimbledon, stick it up your ass.
It was a big upset, too, wasn't it?
Pretty good upset, yeah, because the Ons Jabeur girl was pretty heavily favored in that match. But I just think you shouldn't be banning anybody based on their nationality, their sex, their race, any of that stuff. You can't just incriminate an entire group of people because of the actions of one.
Right.
So anyway,
Chris, best wishes for Brittany Griner, right?
Yes, exactly. We need.
I'm gonna send her a card.
Yeah, we'll all
with
sign
the national anthem written on it.
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah, GR to her.
Right.
Yeah,
and she went over there to take the evil Russians' money. Nobody seems to care about that. But the poor Russians can't come over here. And you know what? A lot of those Russians don't even live in Moscow or in Russia anymore. They live here in the United States. So anyway, shame on them for
I did not know that.
going against a group of people.
Yeah.
Right.
Jarrett.
All right, Jarrett.
Quick cold mug for one of our loyal listeners, Jason, who sent us an email a couple weeks ago. He actually was coaching in Myrtle Beach, and his team won the summer league.
Attaboy.
Jason.
Attaboy, Jason.
And he was Jason from Ohio?
Yeah, from
Keep following on us, buddy.
Olentangy.
Thank you.
Yeah, I wanted to give him a quick shout out because
thank you to all our followers.
We appreciate his
nice to
support.
see our Ohio friends doing something good.
Order some garb.
Yes.
Throw it over to Champ, Job.
Well, real quick, I'm going to wrap us up here because at the beginning of the show, you said, I think one of the quotes said, everybody cheats on their wife. Is that what you said?
Oh, hell yeah.
and then we had this football player that cheated on his girlfriend with his best friend's mom or whatever.
His mom's
like that.
best friend.
Yeah, mom's best friend or whatever like that. So basically what happened here is this is kind of a cool mug hot pit. I don't know. I guess it could be kind of both, depending on whose side you're on here. But basically, there was a zookeeper that got he was real friendly with this monkey, and the monkey was by himself. It was chimpanzee, and I also have to give credit to I'll think of the show at the end of this, but basically there was this monkey in this zoo, and the zookeeper becomes real close with this monkey, and he starts letting him out at the zoo, and he would let him out, and the monkey would walk around and like help the zookeeper with stuff, like pick things up and help him out, and he'd walk around, and they became really good friends, and after a couple weeks, he felt bad putting him back into the enclosure because the monkey he just didn't want to be in the enclosure anymore because he was got to be free for a little bit. So they start hanging out more, and then this guy brings the monkey home with him, and the monkey starts living with the mom and the kids, and the monkey starts living in the house. And then, he's having like meals with the family and stuff like that, and he's drinking with the dad, and after a couple weeks go by, the zookeeper leaves the house and says, "Oh, I'm just going to leave the monkey here." He doesn't want to go back to the zoo because it's bad memories for the monkey. So the monkey hangs out at the house. The zookeeper goes to work, comes back. The monkey and the wife are gone. The monkey and the wife hooked up. They left the guy.
No. It's going to be like Travis the Chimp. Remember that?
They hooked up and left.
Oh, my God.
Are they still on the run?
We don't know. I don't know. It was like
went to Vegas.
Hey, next week, bring us up to speed on that.
Bestiality.
What?
That's a
whether they're still together.
Well, we don't know. They're off the grid.
That's
a
whole new meaning to Red Rocket.
George, you buy that?
Yeah.
You believe that?
That's a bunch of fucking bullshit.
All right. Well, with that, follow us on all the social medias at the Pine Room Podcast. Go to the store, buy stuff, buy some cool shit. Bucket hats will be in stock soon if you want a bucket hat.
When's the Champ shirt going to debut?
The Champ shirt. There's a new shirt with his signature on it. No. His signature on it. It's going to come out soon. We might release it maybe either at the end of this week or next week. We want to kind of start spreading stuff out so we're not throwing everything at you, but we got new stuff coming out, new apparel, new clothing and stuff. The 29th at River City. Go to River City. Go see us live. We're going to have a blast. We're going to do some cool stuff with you guys. We're going to do some crowd stuff, giveaways, all that kind of stuff. Still got iron plans out, but we'll get there.
Eat burgers Thursday.
Yes, Thursday. Come down Thursday. Today, when you hear this, come down today to River City, or to Generations, who was nice enough to sponsor this episode. They have a burger on their menu now, as I said at the very beginning of the show. So go down there today, get a Pine Room burger. You can get the Pine Room burger that's now at Generations. It's got queso, pepper jack cheese, boom boom sauce, tater tots, all on Texas toast. It's one of the best burgers I've ever had.
Who would have thought 17 weeks ago that
it's unbelievable.
We would have the Pine Room burger.
I'm gonna tell you this.
I know we don't have cheers, but you know what?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Hey, thank to all of you out there. Thank you.
If you go to Generations and you tag us when you eat the burger, if you rate it anything less than a 5.5, I'll let you punch Cooley in the nose.
I don't sign off on that.
Yeah,
it's harsh.
So go, come down.
You
got
to be in Squid Game next time.
Yeah. Come down to Generations tonight. We'll be down there. We got a bunch of people coming down to cut the red ribbon on the burger.
Champ will be signing autographs.
Yes. Thank you to Champ for coming on.
Yeah.
And
there's a monkey. That was what he was saying when he was running off with the wife.
All right.
Thanks, George.
Anything you want to say to everybody?
Just
thank you for letting me come here today.
Good work, George.
And
how about a Richard Nixon impression before we go?
Headbunder.
What's he say?
I'm not a crook.
Good night. All right, everybody.
Good night,
Love you guys.
everybody.
We'll see you
later.
Good stuff.
Good work, fellas.
I'm not a crook.
Good.
Well, it's that time. The coolers are empty, the food's all gone, and the games are over. But that's all right. There's always next week. Follow us on social media to keep up to date with future shows and send any questions, comments, or topics you'd like us to discuss to contact@thepineroompodcast.com. Until then, we'll see you here next time in the Pine Room.